Trying to get... See. Andrea, keep in mind you're here. That's this camera. The audience gets this camera. So you just can't see yourself right now. Okay, guys. Welcome to Civ Art Social Club. And this is Stealing for Survival. Our Thursday night D&D game. So I guess we may be having technical issues as we have the classic amount of stuff going on with Andrea joining me here in the room and wandering further and further away every minute. Robert fighting his computer with boxing gloves and a wrench. Chris in a strange building doesn't know where he is and they made him wear a name tag.
What?
But it's a cool one.
He's a Mormon now, that's what that says, right?
Oh.
Robert's not looking. Did that Roundhouse what?
Roadhouse?
Is that like your Chuck Norris thing? Oh, Roundhouse Theater.
Roundhouse Theater.
Yeah.
Master electrician, audio supervisor. Hey,
There's another title that doesn't fit, so they didn't add it.
And it's not nice to display curse words.
Yeah,
is it Fluffer?
it's not. I'm also the projections coordinator.
Oh.
It's So I guess we will go around and introduce everybody. John, let's start with you.
Well, I'm John from Conquest Publishing and Jersey's Cards and Comics, and I'll be playing the resident cleric healer tonight.
Robert?
Hi, I'm Robert. Everybody in my house is sick except for me. I'm pissed off at my computer, and I'm drinking a Sam Adams Cold Snap, which is just okay.
Okay. Wicked-clever.com. Check out his games, everybody.
Right, I have a game company, but I don't care about it tonight.
No, screw the game company. And then we have Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I play Moggets.
And he's also an author. Feel free to check out his book in the link on the screen.
He plays what?
Moggets.
Mog. Is that what a frog said? Okay.
How do you do?
It could be. We have Jaith, Fire Digger, Bagai, Moggets, and last but not least, Kavlon, played by Chris. Chris?
Hello, I'm Chris. I'm just here.
He's more than just here. He's also a master technician, sound electrician, and candy giver, apparently.
No, projection
Just
operator.
because I'm in a children's theater right now
Don't give
doesn't
it
mean I'm
kids
giving
candy.
little ones candy. In fact,
You know,
I'm trying to
That's
steal
for
it.
the van later.
I am never in danger of giving children candy. Ever. I don't share. I seem to have lost my Hubba Bubba I picked up the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah,
And
the
the-
cats will find it.
Last but not least, let's us introduce Andrea.
Hi. I play Lolly. Nobody knows who she is yet, so I'm not going to say.
There we go.
Why are you staring at me?
Oh, yay. Notes. I knew I had some.
Very good. Are we ready to begin, or is there anything before we start?
I am ready.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, very good. Let's get it rolling then. When we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, and let everybody know who is viewing, if you go down below the screen, you'll see a link which takes you to notes of previous games. So feel free to check that out. Now, when we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, they had all gathered in the basement where there was a jail with undead locked away and an open sewer grate, which they assume the hag might have escaped down. As you're standing there discussing, should we kill the thing in the cell? Should we go down here? Should we fuck off and go back home? You hear a crackling and popping noise echoing down the ramp that you came down to get here.
So from behind us.
Well, yes. But you could tell it's not in the same room as you, and it's echoing oddly, which insinuates it is back upstairs. You know, up ramp actually, because there are no stairs. It's just a ramp.
But wasn't there there was something in a cell that was reaching for us out of the bars that was not a skeleton?
Correct. That would be the various undead down here. I'm not...
Yeah, I was about to set it on fire. That's where we stopped.
Right. Did you hear everything I just said?
Then there's undead in the cell, and there's snap, crackling, popping breakfast cereal.
And the is that a yes or no that you heard everything?
That's what I got. I'm guessing.
Okay.
It came
Well,
from
I'm
behind us
asking Robert because I
upstairs.
need to know if we need to detect your sound or not.
No,
Okay.
You're roboting a little bit for me, but I think I've got it.
Okay. Okay. It's we'll keep that in mind as we're playing, so we're gentle with you when we're like, "Why don't you fucking listen?" Well, no, it's not you. It's the connection. It's no Skype. Anyhow, it's so yes, there is popping, crackling noises from behind you and upstairs. There is a undead creature inside the cell near you that's reaching out, trying to get you guys. And there's an open sewer grating.
On Oprah.
Well, I think we should go and deal with
Upstairs.
the noise that we are hearing from the, because that is probably more prevalent. Thoughts? Concern? Yes?
I'm heading upstairs.
Go.
Great. And I'll head upstairs.
Okay, what were you going to say, Aaron?
Ramp.
I said go.
Okay.
Tell him, go.
So, what about Bagai? Are you going with everybody, Bagai?
I was already in the process of setting this. I mean, I was gonna burn this undead in front of me, and the wheels in my head move so slowly that I think I would continue to do that.
You're going to be down here for a long time because it's not going to keep its hand out in the fire. It looks smarter than you.
Well, I'd try it once, and if it doesn't go up in flames, then
It tries to grab the torch. When that doesn't work, it pulls its arm back and backs away 3 or 4 feet and goes like this at you, gesturing for you to, bring it.
Okay, well, then, yeah, I'm gonna rip the damn bars off the door and go in there after it.
Okay, Robert, let me just say you want to split the group like this.
No, not as a player, I don't, but...
Bagai might not be well educated, but he's not a moron.
Yes, he is.
Your
Well-
call. Your call.
All right, fine. The thing backs away. I can tell when I'm being taunted by something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, I'll be back for you.
Yeah. You're like I said, your intelligence might be low, but your wisdom isn't so bad.
My wisdom is actually pretty friggin' high.
You're
so-
not going to put your hand in an open fire, and you're not going to let a creature out that's been trapped in there for a couple of decades by your guess. Not alone.
Especially when he shows some intelligence like that.
Right.
That's confusing.
Okay.
The Bruce Lee zombie can wait.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'll follow after them.
So 15, 20 seconds later, you turn and trail after them. They're already at the top of the ramp. The crackling noise is coming from inside the large council chamber, and you can see blue shadows, pale blue shadows, dancing along the wall as you hit the top of the stairs. You can see it from inside the council room for that one door at the top of the ramp.
Oh, Jesus.
I doubt it's him. He was a carpenter, not an electrician.
He isn't undead. He might be back downstairs.
That's true.
I'll go in first.
Didn't we
I will
kill
follow
this
in
thing?
behind him.
Okay.
I have hidden, and I will sneak in.
Oh, through the one door? Okay. So we've got...
He could sneak in behind me
He
as I
could.
lumber it and like hide in my shadow.
You can hide in your pocket.
That's very true. Okay.
Maybe a shoe.
1 second. I have to make one quick note here. Okay, so we said Jaith, then Kavlon, then a guy, and slipping in the back, we have maggots.
So is there actually a performance going on tonight, Chris?
No, our team performance company is in tech rehearsal, so this is the first time that they're in the space, and the lighting and sound designers are with the director, like inputting cues and things before we get all of the actors on Saturday.
I'm with you.
Very good.
John's on the phone.
Yeah, we're going to give him just a second there.
That's all right.
If it takes more than a few moments, we'll roll on without him, but I doubt he'll be long. Actually, it's him I need to tell this other little tidbit to.
It's very strange this year because normally we're in our theater with all of our stuff, and this year, because the theater's renovating right now, we have to be at this other theater, and it's like, oh no, I can't just go grab all of these things that we now need. I now have to wait until tomorrow and go to storage and try not to forget anything, bring all of this crap here, and then if it doesn't work, take it all back the next day.
I hear you. Oh, did you see that the inventor of gaff tape died? I think it was
did.
earlier this week. Yeah,
Yeah, it was last week, but yeah.
last week. They're all running
Yeah,
together.
it was
at this point.
97.
Wow.
Did you guys
Yeah.
have a memorial? Tape little notes up everywhere?
I got out my giant gaff tape ball and held it up.
It's, did you do anything with your gaff tape?
He's back.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, no, don't be sorry that you're back. We're okay with it.
No, the movie theater at first told me it was How to Train Your Dragon 3 with Captain Marvel this weekend. And then she called me and said, no, it's How to Train Your Dragon 2. So then I went back and redid the video. And now she just called me and said, no, it's How to Train Your Dragon 3. So I said, well, you have both. So
Yeah.
pick one.
Okay. It's, John, Jath feels a vibration in his pack.
In my what?
Pack. Backpack. The thing that you wear and carry all your junk in.
I will ask Cavalon, what's in my pack?
So this is happening as you guys are going through the door. Jath stops suddenly, gestures at his back,
Well, I'll wiggle a little bit.
where he's got his
What?
backpack, and he looks at Cavalon and says, "What's in my pack?"
Do I, when I look at it, do I see anything immediately?
You want to open it and start rummaging through it?
No, just like straight on
No.
looking at it.
No,
Does it look
it's
like anything's moving?
it's folded over. It's tied shut like backpacks are in that era. There is still crackling and electricity type things from inside the large room that you're standing in the doorway of. You can see a huge ball of electrical light within.
I'm not sure I want to go through your backpack at the moment when there is giant ball of sparky death.
Now, Tesla be gone. What's in there?
The backpack
I'll
or
drop
the
it.
room? Okay, he's pulling off his backpack. And did you say you're dropping it?
Yeah, I'm going to drop it on the floor so I can get it open.
Okay.
And it's got my bedroll on it and all the other stuff.
Right,
so.
now, what about the rest of you guys? He has kind of stopped the line here. And I will give that he probably moved 2-3 feet to one side so you guys can get by if you want to.
So is this the sort of thing of like, oh my God, there's like a spider on my back kind of thing?
No, you guys don't know what he's talking about. He's just like, what's in my bag? And you guys are like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Why are you stopping? You guys don't hear anything, see anything, but Jath, you felt a vibration, a buzzing, a humming, something from inside your backpack.
Something's moving inside the supposed to as I'm popping the top off of it.
Okay, Let me give you
I got this.
Okay, so the rest of
It's
you...
not a sandwich. I'll hold my hand out.
I was gonna step on it.
No, you're not.
I'll lift my foot up.
Wait. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Me too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's your front page?
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Is it something here?
There you go.
Okay. Anybody have 15 to 20 or above?
Yes. 16.
Aaron?
I have 16 also.
22.
22, Aaron? Aaron, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to use voice over nodding because of the blotchiness of the camera. Okay.
I said it as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jaith, Bagai, tell me your dexterities.
+2.
No, okay.
Mine is also +2.
Okay, tell me your
My
wisdom.
wisdom's +4.
You know, can you tell me the score? Because if one of you has 15, the other one has 16.
18.
Okay.
Wait,
Robert?
your dexterity is 18?
No. Yes,
No. What did you
my
roll
dex
for
is 16.
He beats me in dex, then I have a 15.
Thank you. Okay. And now, then, Chris, I'm guessing you go after them. What do you roll?
I rolled a 14.
Very good. See, it's still reasonable rolls for everybody. It's... So, now, we're going to just go in order. Moggets, there's a holdup in the line in front of you, and you thought you were in the speedy checkout. You're going to be able to move first, or stay exactly where you are behind the huge guy.
My intent was to hide to begin with. I am holding my action.
Very good. Jaith, you've thrown your backpack on the ground, you're untying it, you're starting to pull things out and look through it, and we'll get back to that in a second. By the way, the light and the crackling and the sparking in this 12-foot sphere starts dying down and settling down, and there is a smell of... I'm trying to think if I guess Jaith would recognize this smell. It's melted stone. But the rest of you, it's an odd smell. Bagai, you have lifted your foot over his backpack as he's rummaging through it. What else did you want to do with that?
I'm just holding.
Okay.
And if there's a big scary spider or a rat or a skeleton that jumps out of there, I'm going to stomp on it.
Excellent.
His legs in the air. That smell's not from him.
Kavlon?
I'm going to keep moving into the room.
Okay. What is our current light source? Aaron's little trickery would have disappeared by now. And I'm sure whatever torch... Now, the room is dim. You guys can see in it. It's not a dark room because the double doors that led to the open lobby that has a lot of light in it is still spilling in. Is there any other light source I'm not remembering?
But
I
Bob,
had
use
a torch.
I'm sorry, one at a time?
I had a torch on fire.
Okay, that's true. Good point. Aaron, what'd you say?
whatever ambient light is there.
Very good. Jaith, you're scrambling
Don't have
through...
any. Oh, okay.
You're scrambling through your backpack and you find the thing that is humming and vibrating. It is a long, thin, metallic tube. The one you found before you met these guys. And it is humming and vibrating, and right as you reach for it, it settles down and stops. The room goes dark again as the sparks stop, and only the smell lingers. Yes.
Humming and vibrating or buzzing?
Well,
Yes.
I guess you could use either word depending on your definition. And
Oscillating, or is it going between sequences? Does it go bzzz and then pause for a second? They go bzzz, 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 bzzz.
you, tell you what, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
And we're going to aim for 20 on this one because it was under his bedroll and everything. As he's reaching for it, it stopped. So you only got the briefest of moments where you were like, what the hell's in... What's he...
So the large metal tube
got
is
an 11.
here. Wow.
Say again, John? Large metal
I said the large metal tube is in my sleeping. Great.
Well, I assume you keep it in your backpack, right?
All right.
Is there someplace else you would have kept it?
No.
Because that could explain how somebody walks funny.
Indeed.
I don't know. It's,
Okay, I could tell it was buzzing, and I could tell it came from his bedroll, but I couldn't tell if what
no.
type buzzing it was.
I'm not saying it's in his bedroll, but in his backpack. He
Okay.
told me he moved it, pulled his bedroll out and everything, and that's when, because that's not something that needed to be on top. Everybody else, what's your passive perceptions, please?
$13.
Well, mine's
11.
Okay. It should be on the character sheet in the top center, I
At the
think?
bottom.
What do you look
Oh,
like?
bottom? Passive perception.
Wow.
Oh, bottom left. What'd you say, Aaron?
11.
Okay. Tap your mic for me, Aaron. Okay, that's not the mic that's being used.
No.
If you could check your settings and redirect it to that mic, I sure would appreciate it.
Sorry.
It's okay. No problem. It's the fun of it all. Okay. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I will take it out and say found it.
and that's as you guys realize there is a form in the indent in the melted stone floor, and it's down on one knee with a fist on the ground. You know, the superhero pose when you land and shit. Well, no, when you land. Not.
I don't know what you do in the bathroom.
I do the superhero pose. It makes it. Anyhow.
So is it near the giant pile of dead goo?
The giant pile of dead goo has been not totally burned away, but about a third of it has been burned away by this circular indent.
Is that form also buzzing?
You're not sure, but it does stand up to a mighty full height of just over 4 feet, and it speaks. And it says,
I am here!
Yeah, there you go.
That first step's a doozy. I take a drink from my flask. Did you get my note? that?
Jaith has now turned around with the thing in his hand. It's no longer vibrating, buzzing, or humming.
Yeah, we got it.
And then she points above your head in the corner of the ceiling and asks, What's that?
I guess I'll turn around and look where she was pointing.
Most of you could just look up and back a little. But yeah, there is a female Rocairn that has appeared in the center of where this electrical ball was. And she is dressed... What are you wearing? Did you travel true Terminator style, or...?
Oh no, I'm wearing my theater clothes.
Your what?
Costume.
Okay, well, a costume of... Here you go, guys. She's dressed in the clothes like you'd see in any villager, except they're slightly wrong. The colors are a little too vibrant. The clothes are sewn a little odd. Like, those stitches are super straight. And she's a little clean, and you can... She doesn't smell like shit. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh, so like episode 1 versus episode 4.
Maybe. Really, of any movie ever, I would think, but... Except the other one. Anyhow. Looking up. Everybody give me a perception roll, please. No, you've already seen it. I'm going to give them
Because
a...
I said, what's that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a bonus because you've pointed and they're squinting into the dark upper corner.
21.
24.
And here I was super thrilled about my 19.
Well, everybody is super observant. And they look up in the corner, and there is an eye secured in a spider web dangling down like a spider egg sac, but the eye is moving and going and looking at each one of you as you speak.
How big is the eye?
It's about ogre size, I would think.
Okay.
Now, Jaith, you can give me a religion roll, I guess, would work. Or an arcana roll, if anybody wants to roll that, or a religion roll. I will accept either one.
I just want to throw the torch at it.
Well, why wouldn't you?
That's freaky as hell.
Natural 20.
I got a 6.
22.
And Robert, what did Bagai get?
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for throwing a torch at it?
No, I want to see if you recognize what it is. If the
I didn't even bother to roll.
Okay,
I don't,
you don't
have
have
any
to.
of those skills.
That's fine. It's
It's enough.
Aaron, having a natural 20, I'm going to give you a little bonus oomph here. John, you do recognize it as a, it goes by a couple different names, but a hag's eye or a hex eye. This is something hags have used to basically, when they're in a group of other hags, a coven or whatever you want to call it, they will use this to communicate with each other or monitor each other. Now, Moggets, on the other hand, remembers finding one of these on one of his adventures, or misadventures as the case might be. There was that buddy that you had. You traveled with him for 3 years. You were best of friends, and you were hunting the thing that killed him. This is before you settled down here. Robert has suddenly
And
turned
one day I
into
forgot my lunch.
Robert, you're very sexy there. It's he's a face in the dark. Okay, that's now.
I'm listening. I
Robert-
just realized the phone had this nice glow on my face.
It's either radiation.
Indeed it do.
So the group sees you, doesn't answer you, looks above their heads, and the big guy, who's 7 to 8 feet tall, Robert, something like that, 7'9", I think.
Oh yeah, almost 8 feet,
Not that
7 and
good.
11.
So okay, he stands up on tippy toes and does a little hop, which takes him 2 feet off the ground, half your height, and tries to jam a torch at this thing. Now, Moggets, Jaith, I will give you a chance to act before he does this. He's not hiding what he's trying to do or being stealthy about it. Does anybody want to stop him from doing this?
No, I was ready anyway. I'm going to magic missile it myself.
Ah, very good. Jaith?
Scary eye up there. Somebody over there that I don't know. Who are you?
Me? Or is
Yes.
he talking to the eye?
He's talking to you.
No, I'm talking to you.
I'm Lolly.
Okay. Moggets, roll to hit. What?
Natural 20.
Wow. Well done. It's
That's 2 in a row.
that's great. Robert,
Won't happen when
roll
it
to
happens.
hit, or if you want to stop because a magic missile flew into it.
20, more than 20.
Very good. That's good enough.
That is 24.
Ah. Well, the dagger pierces the eye, almost splitting it, and the torch bounces the dagger back up into it, cutting it completely in half. The web goes up in flame. The dagger, 2 halves of the eye fall. The eye is shriveling as it hits the ground. Cavalon, what are you doing?
That's a good question. I will go stand next to Jafe with my staff ready and be like, yeah, just back it up.
So he has his vibrating metal tube, and you have your staff in your hands. Got
Sounds
it.
like a good time.
It's Jay says, "Who are you?" The figure in the center room says, "I'm Lolly."
Did you get my note?
I'll uncap the
You
tube.
recognize the tube. That's the thing you sent.
Mhm.
Okay.
What is he
And
doing?
then
Who? Who?
I'm uncapping the tube and
Oh.
dumping out whatever's in it.
Okay.
It is the one note. Does anybody want me to reread that note?
Yeah, what did I write?
Oh, you wrote something that.
Oh, yeah, I don't even have any of that open.
Don't worry, I got it right here. It's
So, is she
God's-
the one that's gonna end the world and beat you up?
Well, it might have been a bit more cryptic than what I thought it was.
okay. The note says, as Jafe pulls it out and rereads it, and Lolly mouths along with the words like she has memorized them, and you can see every third or fourth word she gets wrong and stumbles over it and re-says it. This time where you could actually hear it a little bit. It says, "To whoever finds this note,
No.
I am coming.
Coming.
I am not like you, and you may find me terrifying, dazzling, confusing, or you may want to worship me. The winds of change shall rail at my arrival, and nature will bow to me as I enter your world. Some may try to stop me, even attempt to murder me, but I am an unstoppable force. With me, I will bring knowledge beyond your comprehension, and shall change everything you know about the world. Anticipate my arrival."
Toodles!
Where did you just come from, little one?
Now, real quick, Kavlon is a Rocairn,
He's one of my people.
and you can see him wobbling a little. Now, as a Rocairn, you recognize a drunken Rocairn, and it's not easy to find one. The other Rocairn, you can see the holy symbol of Jonathan on him. And he seems to be in charge-ish. Then, of course, we've already described the big guy, who's actually a Galax. That's the giant humanoid race off the coast of Tyrone,
Okay.
the continent. And then the other guy is a poorly shaven human who's in gaudy robes. You don't recognize an order of magi or anything like this. And you heard him shout, "Magic missile," as he threw the dagger at the eye in the corner. And he's now recovering it, and you can see little sparks from his hand as he's doing it.
Do I know I was going to come to this time?
Kind of, approximately, maybe a little.
What year is it?
It's today.
I will tell her the current date in the nomenclature in which you have previously described.
39 talisman.
It could be about that.
Wednesday.
Or somewhere about 65, 55 would be the actual year. But yeah, 39 talisman might be accurate also.
Where did I come from?
So, are you a good god or a bad god?
I'm a fabulous god.
Okay, because there's dead things downstairs, and we should kill them.
If they're already dead, you can't kill them. Because they're dead. Where did I
And
come
we
from?
might want to remember that the hag knows that
We are here.
we're here.
500 years in the future.
Also,
Hags.
you did not answer the question. Where did
758.
you come from?
Something like that.
Obviously, the north or the south, if good god or a fabulous god.
I'm from 7058. The future.
About 500 years in the future for those trying to do the math.
I want to lean over and gently pat Kavlon on the back and whisper very, very loudly, "She's crazy."
She very well might be, yes.
Depends on your definition of crazy.
Why did you send this first and not just come with it?
I needed to test and see if it would work. And let
So it's
everyone know
like-
I'm coming.
It's like, hey, Chris, what do they call the little pamphlets they give away before the show?
Well,
A program?
It's a playbill.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
before you disappear, though, can you impart this wisdom upon us before you have to go?
Oh, speaking of having to go, where's your restroom?
The privy?
Oh, is that what they call it? Yes. It's been a long
You
journey.
can go outside or go over there.
Oh, that sucks.
I
Okay.
mean, we're not using this building, going to burn it down
Nah,
later.
it's rock.
Well, there's dead things around. There was an eye in the corner. We must go. This place
Yes, we
creeps me
should
out.
move on and head back down. Or maybe we should go investigate upstairs before we head down the deep dark hole.
Wait, there's
We
an
went up there.
upstairs?
I thought we were
Duh.
upstairs.
There's a second story. No, you don't necessarily know
I don't
that.
know anything.
But they
All right.
Adventure
go up there.
time!
Well, that is the question. Do we go upstairs and investigate, or do we go down to the hole, following the direction in which we think the hag is going?
Yeah, she went downstairs.
I'd rather go to the sewer and get.
Okay, then. Let us head that direction, and we will come back and investigate later.
Okay, you stay here and enjoy your hole.
what?
Enjoy your what?
Enjoy your hole.
Your
No.
divot.
You.
No.
Oh, he's talking to you, I guess.
Yeah, no. I'll come along. Let's see what we can do. I'm a helper.
Well, help Cavill. I mean, help a guy then.
Everybody,
Come
give
on,
me.
Cavill, we got something to do.
Everybody, give me that roll that tells you people's motives. Which one is that again? I know it's under wisdom.
Inside.
Insight.
Do I do that?
Nah. Well, yeah. You can if you want to.
Where the hell is it?
It's pretty good.
I think.
Oh yeah, that's what you love.
Oh, that says theater.
Yeah.
14.
14. What, Aaron?
19.
John?
24.
Robert?
She said she was a good god. I'm gonna believe her.
Okay. Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. It's John, Jaith understands what she is. Now, Chris, you said 14, and Aaron, you said 14, right?
19.
Thank you. Muggets feels he was right. She's a narcissist. But she's definitely, nobody gets the vibe that she's a world-conquering narcissist. It's if you guys remember back to the first game, there was a point in time after you reading the note, and Jaith asked, "What do you think of this?" And Mogget said, "Narcissist." It's he's not wrong, but Jaith,
Well, and now she's our narcissist.
she feels harmless. She feels curious. She feels
I'm like a puppy.
she's doesn't have the body language, like she even has the sense to be worried that she's magically appeared here amongst dead things and bodies and you guys wielding torches and hammers and swords and
Well, madam, do you mind imparting some of your wisdom upon our friend Bagai here? Oh, and my name is Jaith, by the way.
Alrighty. What do you want? What wisdom? What would you like to know?
all your wisdom in your note.
I'm gonna head downstairs.
Just watch him, please.
Okay. Babysitter. Got it.
Give me. Wait. I gotta get my backpack. Oh,
It's easy enough to stuff those few things in there as the guy
yeah.
turns and heads back on his single-minded mission of how do you burn that thing in the cage. It's
As he's doing that, I just mutter under my breath, Alakazam, to create the buzzing sound again in his backpack.
I'll
Jay-
put the backpack down
Jay-
and pull that rod out again.
very good. Okay, it stops when you reach back in.
Is there a new note, madam?
No new note.
Did Jaith want a perception roll on this one?
To hear it buzzing?
No.
Or to hear him say Alakazam?
Yes. Or are you good?
Well, I got an 18.
Yes. As you turn and say that, as you're saying it, you realize, oh yeah, he said a thing, and his
Oh
fingers.
no, I'm gonna play along with it though.
Very good. Very good.
Please don't make this rattle anymore, madam. We have some serious business downstairs.
Well.
Oh, madam, not Adam. I'm like, who's Adam?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Okay, the guy has already turned and headed out. Are you tagging along with him there, Kavlon, or are you waiting to see how this plays out upstairs?
I'm gonna hang in the back and be the last one.
Besides Moggets, I'm guessing.
No, I'll let Moggets go first.
Okay, Moggets, are you okay with going ahead of him?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure this
No.
wasn't going to be like a third grade, who's at the end of the lunch line type.
No. As long as I'm able to kind of semi-sneak and
Yeah.
hide, I'm fine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wait, did somebody say it's lunchtime?
No, keep it going.
Okay.
Wait, I have a thing to make stuff appear.
And from the back of the line, I just want to watch Lolly and everything. Just,
Well, he's gonna watch me make
splitting
an
my
apple appear.
attention between what she's doing and like where we're going.
Yes, you can.
Do I need to roll something?
You know it won't sustain.
Well, I'm gonna do it in hand.
Okay, that's fine.
Lunchtime. I make an apple appear. Here you go, big guy.
The guy is handed an shiny apple as she approaches the group and wanders past like she's been hanging out with you for a week, which you guys haven't even been hanging out together for a week. Hey, Dylan.
I'll take her apple,
Okay.
but I'm headed downstairs.
So here's what happens. He takes the apple, he turns head downstairs, Lolly tagging along behind him, Moggets trailing afterwards, Kavlon waiting as Jaith packs up the rest of his bag, ties it off, throws it over his shoulder, and heads down the stairs. It's, you guys make it back down the ramp into the cells, and to once again reiterate what you find in the cells, let me go ahead and pull out the notes here. It's, we all remember there are 4 cells on each side. On the right-hand side, as you're facing the sewer grating, you have an empty cell. The second cell has 3 skeletons draped in loose clothing. The third cell on the right is empty. The fourth cell on the right is empty. On the left, first one is empty. Second one is empty. The third one has that very thin, gray looking... Well, with this world, you guys know it's an undead thing. Definitely not a zombie. It's not slow and stupid. And then the final cell is empty. So there's 2 cells with occupants. 3 in 1 that aren't moving at all. And the other one is...
I must contact their decorator.
Hang on, you broke up there for me for a second. Did you say the 3 skeletons are not moving? They're not animated?
Correct.
Okay.
It's So, you guys go down with Bugai leading and Cavalon in the rear. Lolly, Moggets, Jaith, in that order. For the moment. You guys can, shuffle around to the proper marching order as you all get caught up with each other.
Okay, we ready to kill this thing?
Do you know what that thing is?
Dead? Smells bad.
I'll be right back.
Okay, John.
Kind of ugly.
Can I test the door to the cell that has the 3 skeletons?
Sure. As you reach over and jiggle it, rust crumbles under your hand. They're good bars, but 30 years of no maintenance at all, they're not going to be 100%. But they're still nice and thick, some rust flakes off. You would guess, if you put your shoulder to it, you may be able to pop the lock. You put the guy's shoulder to it, the lock is, flying across the room. But it is locked.
Okay. With my staff, can I go and poke through the bars?
What are you poking at?
The skeletons.
Okay.
To make sure that they're not undead and just not moving around. If they're going to animate when something just.
Okay, well, they're not right up against the bars, and the cells are rather large. Apparently, the cells were meant to hold.
How big is his staff?
I assume 4 to 6 feet. Well, being a Rocairn, probably about 4 feet, I would guess.
Yeah, maybe 5 feet.
Okay.
Maybe a little taller.
Okay. Every inch counts, buddy. No problem. 5 feet it is. It's a little more when he's excited. So.
Oh, you want to go in that one? Those guys are already dead.
3 whole.
You broke up there. Say again.
Oh, I said I'm testing a theory. Hold on, and try and reach them with my staff through the bars.
Okay, just because you're not right up against the bars and everything, just give me a 2-hit roll. Just a 10. Give me a 10 or better. As you angle your body just so and extend your arm.
I mean, it's a natural 14. I don't know what you want.
You're fine. Yeah, you're able to reach across and you knock one and it falls and you see the head roll 6-8 inches and then it twists back like a magnet back to the spine. And then it starts to quiver and it pushes itself up and it turns and you can see that dull maroon glow deep inside the hollow skull. And as it gets up,
Why'd you do that?
it kicks
Why you do
one of the
that?
other skeletons, who then turns, and the jaw starts chattering, like it's trying to say something to the first one.
Quit touching stuff.
And the first one then nudges the third one, and 30 seconds later, you have 3 skeletons staring at the door of the cell.
But it's still closed, right?
It is still closed and locked, as far as you know.
Oh, God. Okay.
And we're dropping more on.
What? I had theory. I wanted to first make sure that if the door was unlocked, they weren't going to come running out. And
I started
now we
doing
know
fireball.
automated skeleton.
I would like to step up and rip the door off its hinges.
Very good. I'd like you to give me... Oh, we're going to make a strength save or strength roll, whatever you want to call it nowadays. And,
Natural 20 plus 7.
Oh, shit. That is...
with the natural 20, you decided not to jerk on it, but instead you decided to push on it. So with 2 open palms, you thrust at it, you pop the damn thing off the wall, and it goes flying back, crushing one of the skeletons against the wall. You can see the skull crack and crumble underneath it. It crumbles to the ground, and the other two rush forward. Shall we stick with the same initiatives, guys, and start calling out some actions? Moggets first.
Sword. Yep. I will move off the side. He's engaging him, and I will attack one of the ones that's probably next to him at this point.
Now, here's what I'm going to allow. Because of the condition of the world, usually as, beginning adventurers, I'd be like, no, you can't necessarily know some of these weaknesses of monsters, but the world has been overrun by them. There is information about these things out there. So everybody, give me, I don't care if it's a survival roll, Arcana, or if you can think of something else related for how much information you have about skeletons in your...
22 religion.
Okay. Kathleen?
Everybody?
15 survival.
Very good. Aaron? Say again? Can't hear you. Yeah, can't hear you at all. Check your mic. Keep talking. Oh, wait, there
He
you go.
said 24.
24?
No, 1-4.
Oh.
14. Okay, very good. And Bagai?
16 survival.
And what'd you get?
5.
Great. You don't know.
Oh, I'm not from here. I don't know these things.
Gentlemen, you're all familiar enough with the basics of undead to know pointy things don't work as well when there's no flesh to stick it into. Clubbing, battering, cell doors, those kind of things work better on these specific creatures. But you're not necessarily going to know that. You're going to use what you have on hand. Okay? So, I'm sorry, Muggets, you said you're taking your sword and doing what?
I was going to slash at it.
You still can. It's still effective. It's just not as effective as... I don't know. You
Don't have anything else.
You can grab part of a broken bench or something off the floor.
That'll work. Whatever's at hand.
Say again?
Whatever's at hand.
Okay, what's that?
What weapon do I have? All of these? No.
I don't know. I have to look. I check for equipment. And pardon us, guys. It's the first time we've played with one of the character sheets, so...
I don't like these characters.
Those are... Well, rewrite it however you want.
Oh, well.
You know...
16.
16. That does hit. Okay, Andrew, you have a dagger and a club. I did not set it up as equipping, so it hasn't added it to that little chart right there.
Oh, got it.
And the club could look like a walking stick or whatever you want.
My umbrella.
There you go. It's
Are undead affected by sneak on this? No?
They're not a... John, do you know off the top of your head?
I mean, they're affected by damage. I mean, that's what sneak attack is. It's just the ability to get in more damage. So.
Well, it's the ability by perception, and they do perceive, so I don't see why not. It's not an illusion or a charm effect or something like that. So I'm going to say yes.
Club damage?
Club damage, if I'm not mistaken, is a D6 still. Anybody else
That's
remember?
what I thought.
Is that right, John?
Or if you're using like the improvised weapons rolls, it's like
I'll use a D4.
yeah, it's like a D4 plus your strength modifier.
Sounds great.
9 points.
For damage, it's D
You're going to be a D6. Yours is set up for fighting.
plus
9 points? Very good.
plus what strength?
Yeah, plus any strength modifier.
Oh, so no.
Okay. Aaron, with your... You bend down and pick up the leg of the bench and swing it, slapping him up against the rails, and he crumbles to the ground. Jaith, you are next if you want to make your way in. Now, keep in mind, Bagai shoved the thing in, but you guys can spill in around him as Moggets did.
So nobody's on the Bruce Lee zombie, though, right?
No, he's still in a separate cell.
I'm just going to keep on hitting him with flame bolts until he's a pile of ash.
Oh, so you want to go down and get that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need to roll a hit or anything for this, or?
Well, I mean, I do, but, I mean, it's a cantrip, so I keep on
What do you want?
doing it until it fails. But its DC is reflex.
Okay, so it's getting a saving throw as opposed to you making a hit.
Well, let me make sure.
Okay, and I can
I
pull
don't
it up
have
if
the
you don't
player's
have it
handbook here
available.
with me.
For hit, I roll
Come on,
2d8.
guiding
You gotta roll
bolt,
20.
What is this 2d8?
sacred flame, 1 action, 60.
It's your hit point.
Dexterity saving throw, and if it fails, it does a D8.
Okay. So, one moment. Let me pull out the information about that guy over there. And by the way, again, John, I just want to thank you for the cards. Very appreciative. Always liked them. Happy to have him. There he is.
Oh, now we have pictures.
That's right. And I've got to show it to 2 cameras. Which, by the way, it is almost 9 o'clock. Shall we take a break after this round and allow everybody to close up shop, get a refill, etc.?
Yes.
That would be great.
Okay, John, let me give this guy a roll here. I want you to know he's immune to exhaustion, so he can do this shit all day long.
Good.
But other than that,
I can do it every 6 seconds, so.
it's
As long as he's not immune to fire, that's all that matters.
nah, he is
Well,
not.
isn't guiding bolt radiant damage? So
No, I'm doing flame bolt.
ah,
The cantrip. Guiding
Oh.
bolt's a level 1 spell. I can't do that all day.
yeah, okay, gotcha.
So yes, you hit him. Go ahead and roll me some damage there.
7.
He hisses as you launch it and catch him on the thigh, and it quickly grabs a hold of his clothing and starts to burn it away. Look at you mocking him. Okay, but guy, you're
Yeah, how many skeletons are still up in this cell?
there is one left.
Oh, that's right. Killed it.
All right, I just want to punch it right in the teeth.
Roll for me, sir.
Of course you do.
It only has 7, but you can't count that high anyway, so whatever.
That's a non-natural 20.
You connect. What kind of damage do you do, sir?
It's 8 points of damage. No, it's 6 points of damage.
With your strength bonus and everything? Is it a
Yeah,
flat?
you don't add proficiency to damage, right?
No, you do not.
Not yet. No.
well,
Okay.
monks do, but everyone else it's just
Yeah.
1 plus their strength modifier.
So an unarmed attack is 1 point of bludgeoning damage plus 5 for my strength modifier.
Okay.
So 6 points damage.
Okay. You punch him in the face. He stumbles backwards. One of his ribs clatters to the floor. He looks down at it, puts a hand over it like he's offended. Like you just punched him in the boob or something. Kavlon, there's one still standing.
Yep, and I'm gonna take my staff and baseball at him. So let's see. No, I need to roll that to hit. 15.
15 to hit. Yes, you connect solidly as he's staring at Bagai, all offended. Or she. It's hard to tell. They don't have a little dinkle. This one does not have a boner.
You could have wider hips.
That's true.
That is 10 points of damage.
Ah, yes, you crush the staff into his side, knocking his spine apart, or her spine apart, and it clatters to the ground. And then you hear, as your awareness of everything else around you, Jaith is not with you. He's 2 cells down and across the way, so, 12 feet away, throwing little fireballs at the other guy and mocking it. Now, let's take a break real quick. Anybody needs a refill, bathroom break, etc., go right ahead. I am going to check the comments on Twitch. Dylan, good to see you, as I said before. Let's go with...
All right, I'm gonna go checking in the theater. I'll be back.
Very good, very good. Tamer, let me know if you prefer a different pronunciation of that big, long, awesome name. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. Dylan, just so you know, while I'm DMing, I don't tend to answer too many comments because I don't want to spend a whole game talking to chat. But I do check it on breaks like this. Oh, no, I'm good. Also, actually, why don't you bring me one of the Coke Zero bottles? Or can, I don't care. I also want to let everybody know, don't forget you can go below the screen and click share to bring your friends in to enjoy the fun also. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves during the game. And thank everybody for the subscription. Hey, haircut looks good, Heron. Thank everybody for the subscriptions, the donations, the bits, and all the support you guys show us. But mostly just by showing up. It's that's the most awesome part. Without that, we don't have a channel. Hey, wow, it's been a while. How are you? Good to see you. It's hold on, I gotta remember your name, John. Give me a second. I think it's John. Jonathan, you prefer the full. We have another John here, so you'll be hearing your name called out. You're welcome to the third game of Stealing for Survival, which takes place after the book that I wrote. Actually, the series, I've only written one of the books. About 30 years after those books. And those books, I think you had an e-copy, Jonathan. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. But anybody else, they are down below. There we go. Sorry, just checking some emails real quick. Good, good. People like my reviews of pipes and cigars. Good to hear. It's and here's to you guys.
Okay, so they're going to end early in 15 minutes.
Very good.
So I will have to go and shut down then.
Here's what I will do when it comes to that time, Chris. We will have your character double-checking the retreat and possibly searching the building, depending how long you're gone. So you take your time. You join back up on your phone if you want, or when you get home, whatever works best for you. But you have a whole building you can backtrack through now that everybody feels it's safe.
And you have to be safe going home, so.
Yeah. You are more than welcome to turn on Discord in your car via your phone if you have a place that can hold it where we could see you. Or not.
I can turn it on, but you probably won't be able to see me.
Probably not,
Just
being
set
dark
it in
and
your
all.
lap.
Yeah, it's
I mean, yes, I don't have a little holder. I need to get one. But in the event that I do go like back searching, I would want to search the room with the judge first, then the wax room,
and go in a reverse order of how it was searched last time.
yeah, kind of, and just do a more thorough search
Right.
of every room.
Right. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. If necessary, if you're only gone
Yeah.
a few minutes game time, then I'm not going to,
Yeah,
worry about all that.
it shouldn't take me if they end it. It shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes to get
Very good. One second, I'm going to talk
clothes
to...
packed up and get to my car.
Okay, 1 minute. I'm going to talk to Jonathan here or other people in chat. Jonathan, keep in mind, I am streaming about 10 to 12 hours a day most days during the week. So you're welcome to join me anytime that's convenient for you. And I will not harass you if your signal is bad because I won't know. So there you go. But good to see you. Robert, you might know Jonathan. We met him at Steampunk Symposium when we were there.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one with the Kraken at our live broadcast that gave Andrea her first taste of Kraken rum.
Yes.
I remember the important people.
The name sounds familiar.
Jonathan, remind me, if you don't mind typing it out. If you do, don't worry about it. But do you know Gander Snitch the Goblin? Do you know Robert Turk, who is there on the screen in the...
He did this show during the broadcast, or before the broadcast.
Yeah, he used to be one of our regular co-hosts. And if you do, you just let him know where he might know you from if you guys have met. And do keep in mind, if he doesn't remember you, he meets a ton of people.
Yeah, he does.
So that's my excuse for him.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm doing this so maybe I can talk to people in
That's
chat.
awesome. Hey, there's Win.
Terry!
Thank you, Win. I appreciate it. Oh, glad you liked the video, too. That was thanks to John. We're taking a break as John locks up his shop and everybody gets drinks and whatnot. We're about to begin playing again. They are harassing a ghast locked in a cell. They just smashed a few. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Andrea. Let's do that. Everybody. Ah, very good. Robert, apparently he knows you. Because in all capitals he said, yes, oh my God, I miss him. So I'm guessing there was a fling in a closet with a broom, you, and a bucket of dirty mop water. I don't know.
Not me.
Not you?
Gandersnitch.
Oh, Gander. Well, that makes much more sense now. It's
Yeah. It's
And what we'll do if John takes more than another moment, we'll just pick it up. Up, I see a shadow crossing the moon.
What
So
is this? Want to help with World of Warcraft? Is
Uh,
that a link to WoW? To play?
no, that is a link to my gaming wish list
Oh.
that allows people, because a lot of people are like, I want to help you get that mount, that pet, the game
Gotcha.
time. So I went, you know what?
Oh.
Instead of having to go below, I put it in there.
If anybody wants to give me a Brontosaurus, I will let you.
I figured out how to do it. We just have to do something else equally impossible. We have to wind a
is
white
that
camel.
a euphemism that I just don't know?
Well, it's actually a
Probably.
brutosaur instead of a brontosaur, but whatever.
It's a mount in WoW.
So
and
yeah,
it's
there's
like,
another euphemism for you.
It's really cool.
It cost 5 million
Gold.
gold
That's all,
to
you know.
purchase.
Very good. Okay, guys, I'm going back to ignoring chat. One of the others, such as Andrea or Chris, sometimes monitor the chat. I will check back and respond to you, but hang out, chat with each other, and every once in a while I might look for help from the audience. Everybody ready to continue?
Yeah.
Let's do it this way. Is anybody not ready? Very good. Let's march on forward. Okay. So, as you guys leave the skeleton cell, Jaith, give me another toss of the flaming balls.
Just damage.
Well, it's he's gonna roll, doesn't he? That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that
So
part.
reflex.
He rolled a 3 also. He is just
6 points.
he's broken. You can see the tendons. They haven't had whatever nutrition they get from eating bodies and corpses and whatnot. Things are, dust is puffing off of him. Things are popping. Flesh is tearing just from his movements. This is an old, broken down. And by the way, you have established with your wonderful knowledge, it's a ghast. And for everybody who doesn't know, this is where you go from the lesser undead to the mid-level undead, and this one will actually create and harness ghouls as its lackeys. So, anybody want to be one? There you go. It's but yeah, something you guys have learned over the past 3 or 4 decades is there are undead that control other undead. As the necromancers age and die, somebody has to fill their place, and a lot of them didn't want to share their secrets with any kind of apprentice. So you're seeing things like liches and vampires and other types of undead having their own undead army now.
This will be one less Alfred.
That's right.
We call them corporations now. Army
Yeah,
is
I was
a
gonna
bad
say
term.
this sounds like a middle management undead.
It is. It is. It absolutely is. But don't worry, it's hungry and really wants to move up the food chain.
Yeah. No smoking.
After a minute or so, it lays in a smoldering heap. Because let's face it, it can't get you. And even if it suddenly got nimble, it's eventually gonna fail. So, perhaps some of you got torn pieces of clothing off the broken skeletons and lit them on fire and threw them in there also. Perhaps some of you shot spitballs. I don't know. Anybody do anything to help him destroy this thing?
I'll
No,
take
he
a
got it.
dagger out of the pouch and throw a dagger.
You know, you have to get... Oh, no, I guess... Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Let's see. A 9? No, an 11 to hit.
Very good. It's, it
I
misses.
would imagine he's not very hard to hit.
Well, he's harder than that. Hold on, I keep needing these.
He's harder than that, huh?
Yeah, the 11 does not connect. But the point is, soon enough, he's dead. It's a matter of time.
I'll just keep returning the dart and throwing.
What, bug guy?
He's dead again.
He's dead again. He's more dead. Bonus dead. Extra dead. Is there
I will say a prayer to Jaith to reclaim his soul.
to Jonathan or to yourself?
To Jonathan.
I say a prayer to me. So,
Should start praying to myself.
by the way, Aaron did at one point in time play a character whose whole goal in my game was to become a god. That
It
was
did.
his whole plot line to gather followers and create the. I'm guessing that's Elizabeth. Okay,
Yes.
so now, Chris, it is 9:12. Let's talk about you before we make the next decision. Do you want to cut out here, or do you want to wait till they come get you?
I'll go back and start searching the rooms.
Okay, here's what we're doing, guys. Chris has to basically get to a point where he can reconnect with us via his phone. So, if he's a couple minutes and we haven't gone a bazillion miles, then he just watched your back for a minute and lingered behind. If you guys move forward in the game a significant amount, then he has gone back to search the rest of the City Hall courthouse thing while you guys move forward, since it's already been established that there's nothing else in the building. Except for on the second floor where you guys haven't looked at all and there could be a dragon. But we don't know. Just don't know.
Great.
There we go. Okay.
Undead donkeys.
Oh, you know what?
You have
This
an-
is going to mess up my screen. This is going to be a good time. Guys, bear with me while I reset all the screen. Chris, go ahead and disconnect.
I don't know that he can hear you.
I don't know if he can or not either, but let's... Give me just a second, guys. Here, let me try doing this. Can I...
delete him.
Well, I don't want to remove him from the group. I just want him to leave.
That's
Going
horrible.
sideways.
Maybe he's on his...
He's taking it with him.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, we're going to leave this going like this then, and we'll see how long he
We're
stays
just
and
gonna
I'll
watch the adventure.
switch over.
He's literally searching the rooms.
He is. Who knew they had asbestos tiles on the ceiling? Okay, so you guys have killed this ghast. It's laying in a smoldering, stinking heap of, well, what was once
Of
moist
yuck.
flesh and now
I said of yuck.
of yuck, yes. And now you have the only path forward is down into
There's a
the
sewer.
sewer.
Great.
But there is a path back if you're like, screw sewers.
No.
Ladies first.
No.
No.
She's a god.
Then you check it out first. I will
Manners are
allow it.
manners. I don't head into the sewer.
It's stinky.
So the marching order is going to be Jaith first. Who's going second? Is it Bagai?
No, if I jump down the hole after a dwarf, I'm gonna squish him.
Right, well, there's probably someplace to go. I just need a general marching order for the party as we move forward. Maw gets second?
I'll climb down, yes.
Oh,
I'll take up the rear.
okay.
What?
And I'll be behind his rear.
You sure you don't want to be in front of his rear?
Sure.
So we got short, taller. Okay. It's, you know what, without Kavlon here, let's go ahead and just do this now. Can we roll initiative at this
Sure.
moment so we don't have to do it later when combat may or may not start at some point in the future? What'd you get, Aaron? A 1, a natural 1. Well, there's no critical failures on 1, so what is that with your 5? Very good. Andrew, what'd you get?
15.
Robert?
20.
And John.
11.
Really?
Yep.
So, the guy will be going first from the back. John, you said 11, and Andrea, you said what?
15.
Okay, so we have Lolly. And then Jaith. Okay, so when combat happens, if it does, the order will be Bagai, Lolly, Jaith, Moggets. Just make life easier on us here. Hold on, let me pull out my sewer map. I'm going to show this to you guys because I am so bold and brave. Okay. There it is. Everybody got it memorized? Good.
No, because I can't see it.
I'll flash it back there for our viewing audiences. There it is right there. I kept it simple. I'm just amused by my map making skills in this particular instance. So, we'll set that there.
Can I roll to see if I understand it?
Yeah, and then let me know if you did or didn't.
That's a no.
Okay, so, Jaith jumps down, and it's about an 8-foot drop. And you're in a squared off, actually it's domed, so flat on the bottom, archway type sewer. The bottom is slightly sloped to the center, so water flows. But you're in a large circular room. You can see 4 exits with your finely tuned underground dwarf senses. North, east, southwest exits. You move to... Yes, Bagai?
So, just really quick, it's been 30 some odd years since anybody lived here, though, right?
That's correct.
So we're not walking in human feces. It's more like stagnant water.
Correct. Yeah, it would be gray water from any kind of drainage system they have, etc. It's... Yeah, there's just not a lot down here. There's still water flow, but it's not
right,
from...
But it's not like filth.
Right.
And, okay.
I mean, there's going to be some just from stagnant plants and rotting vegetation and mud and muck and whatever washed down any... The few sewer entrances they had on the streets where they would push, the horse feces down into it, etc., after sweeping the street, that kind of stuff. We have like a 7-Eleven security cam of Chris going on now.
There we go.
This is pretty awesome. Yes.
Everybody look for signs of the hag, which direction she might have gone.
Okay, give me just a second and I'll... Because I'm still going to bring them down one at a time. So you move forward out of the way. Okay. And I'll tell you a little more about what you see once we get them down. Moggets dropping down, pretty easy, especially if you hang on the edge and drop down into it. No big deal. Lolly, perhaps...
I am going to, because I'm in a skirt, I'm going to hike my skirt up, tie it around my waist before I jump down.
Like diaper style?
Yeah.
Like pull it up between your legs, tuck it into your front? Okay. Makes sense. So now she's all very Middle East Aladdin look to her. And drops down the hole into... What do you have, a backpack or a shoulder satchel? What are you carrying all your crap in?
I got a giant fanny pack.
To go with your giant fanny.
Yep.
It's excellent. And then last but not least, Bagai.
Cannonball.
Oh, God.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Robert?
No.
Okay.
I mean...
Oh.
It would be fun.
Oh, you could yell it.
I'll yell it as I drop in.
There you
and
go.
I step to the side.
Yeah, because now you're dropping into about 6 to 8 inches of water.
Right. It would hurt to actually cannonball.
It would, and that's why I'm like, oh, what? Not that you'd hit anybody, but you might hurt yourself. What the hell are they called? We're just going to call it a junction, unless if I could think of the correct word. You're in a huge junction. It's about 20-foot circular, and as I said, there is a path going in each direction, or a tunnel, I should say. Now, to the north... Go ahead, John.
Is this the cistern for this thing?
Yeah, that might be the right word. It's I was thinking it's not a oubliette. It's not a it was some word like that I was looking for. But cistern is fine. To the north, you can actually hear the sounds of running water, more so than the trickle and the slow slough of the water and what you're standing in. And you're guessing the river would be that way. And you can even think you see a little bit of light down that way. It's a bit distant, but you're pretty sure there's light because it is still daylight out. Whereas to the east, west, and south, you're getting dull echoes and noises. Everybody give me a perception roll.
Eight.
19.
19 from August. What'd you say, Bugai?
8.
Very good. Chaith?
14.
Very good.
13.
13. Okay. See, I've already forgot who rolled high. Who had the 18?
Nuggets.
Thank you. Muggets. Everybody gets the general information. Not so much Robert, but still enough.
I wasn't actually listening anyway.
Right. It's I rely on that feature of you. The smell is it's putrid and rot, but it's not overpowering. It's probably worse going into a swamp than it is going into this particular sewer. As we discussed, it's not heavily fortified with leftovers. There is a bit of an odd smell Moggets notice coming from the south. And also you can hear the wind is different. The wind is different that way. You don't know what it is, but it's baffled, it's muffled, it's muted. Whereas the other ones, you guys can even feel wind moving east to west. It's light, but it's there.
I kind of point him that way, and I tap him on the shoulder and point him that way.
South or east or west or north?
The different.
Oh, okay.
Close off the different and then come back.
All right. South it is.
Okay. You guys head south. Let's talk about, we have a torch, which is probably going to need refreshed. Do you have a second torch, Robert?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know how many torches I have. Let's see.
No.
Put
You didn't want to
that.
disturb space-time continuum by bringing...
Torch. I have 10 torches.
Wow, well done. Well, you now have 9.
Right.
Where is
Okay.
he keeping them?
How do I delete a torch? Oh, that is so useful. I just click on torch and hit minus, and now I have 9.
There you go. You're so good at math. This is incredible.
It's like a friggin' video game here.
So,
Before he lights up another torch,
uh-huh.
I'll do the glowy on it instead, so that he's got a magical torch at
Very-
that point.
Very good. It's and which word do you utter?
Going to be a
Oh,
this one is
can you,
prestidigitation.
Right.
can you do that on
It's
on
abracadabra.
anything? Can you do that on anything, Kit Glow, or just a torch?
Do it on almost anything, yeah.
Would you do it on my trident? Because then I can carry the two-handed weapon instead of carrying a torch and being limited to one hand to attack. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Shove the
What's his magical
back-
word?
Abracadabra. For that ability.
Did he say it?
He did.
Oh.
He did. It's he's big about magic words.
Do I have to do magic words?
Okay.
Yes, you do.
So you guys had that's right, there's been a request for you to just make some shit up. Lovely is great. But guy, you taking the lead again?
I guess so. I mean, if he pointed down that way and said go that way, and then he makes my trident glow, then yeah, I'll go down that way with the glowing trident.
Okay, we still doing the same marching order. Bagai,
Who
Lolly.
the hell is that?
Who? What? Where?
Some kid in a hoodie just showed up in the camera and disappeared. I think it was a ghost.
Sweet. This is awesome. I'm sorry. Marching order: Jaith, Moggets, Lolly, Bagai. Is that still the same marching order?
Yes. What's our width generally, though?
1 second. Robert, did you say no?
I thought you were sending me down the front.
You lit his thing and said go that way, and he thought he was in the lead. So once again, let's reestablish marching order, please. And Aaron about 8 foot wide. And 8 foot tall. Who's first? Aaron, we can't hear
I'm
you.
headed down the way he pointed.
Okay.
There.
When your torch went out, I relit your torch. You shoved that in your bag. Relit your trident so that you had it. I sent Jake down in front.
Oh, okay.
Follow. Okay. I move off to the side a little bit to kind of hide in the shadows. So I'm nominally in second.
You said you were in second?
Yeah, I should be second, but skirting back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of hiding.
Then Lolly and Big Guy in the back, right?
Exactly.
All right, that works.
Okay.
South it is.
South
Off
it
I
is.
go.
It's you guys.
Off on the side going, hiding in shadow, hiding in shadow, hiding in shadow, hiding in shadow.
You sure you don't want to say invisible?
No.
No, not right now.
Oh, okay.
If I wanna be invisible, I'll throw something down and go, invisibility!
You could do the thing from Soap that what's his name would do. Maybe I'm the only one that watched it. No, it wasn't a snap and a Z.
That's from In Living Color.
That's very different. Okay, so you guys head south, creeping along, sloshing through the muck and whatnot. It is going to be half movement rate, just to keep your footing, because there is a large amount of slippery stuff on the stone under your feet. That's adorable. It's
It's Wonder Woman.
It's. I feel like we're watching a cheap episode of Cops.
Yeah.
It's
Were there expensive ones?
comparatively, yes.
Catalog.
Okay, let's see if he. Okay, I guess he's seeing all the kids safely to their cars. I hope he has a charger in his car. Sorry, I'm watching his in case he's coming back now, so we don't get too far ahead. You guys head south, and so the only light source we have is in the back, correct?
Right.
Okay. And that shouldn't be any problem. Hold on, let me grab this handy dandy DM screen I have. Thank you, John.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Jake can see in the dark, and I'm off to the side, so that light source should be enough
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, you guys should be fine
I
with
can
this.
see in
Like,
the dark.
I'm just checking a radius here real quick.
20.
Oh, well, they don't put magical light in here.
I believe it's third.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to get the same as a lamp, which is bright light in 15-foot radius and dim light in a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think that's
Makes sense.
reasonable. Any argument on that one from anyone?
No.
Okay.
No.
Aaron, you okay with that?
So light.
Excellent. So, well, we still got him, though. That's a great way to do it. Turn off the camera. Okay. Jaith, give me a perception roll, please.
13.
13. Okay. The dim light behind you. Actually, you probably you'd be on the edge of the dim going to regular light at the range you are from the trident, going back and forth in and out of it as, you know, you step forward, he steps forward, etc. You're a little bit into it when you realize there is an inordinate amount of cobwebs here.
Of what here?
Cobwebs.
Oh.
And by the way, there is occasional light from above as you pass what was once an outhouse or a privy of sorts, and light is filtering down through it. On occasion, you know, like I mentioned, the street things, especially near the horse stalls where, you know, people would shovel stuff down here. Oh, something I meant to mention, I apologize, guys. The big area that you first landed in, it also had the city well as an opening for light in there.
Oh.
It's if you remember, there was like an 8-foot across well just outside of the city hall.
And they were pulling up sewer water?
You don't know. You weren't there.
We weren't here 30 years ago.
They're crazy people. No wonder they're all dead.
Okay, hold on. We've lost Chris.
There he went.
I apologize, guys. Give me a second. I need to reset all the pictures. So, let's go here. And... oh, wait, no. Okay, I thought that was him coming back.
Everybody got very close up.
They did. You're like all ready for your close-up, Mr. DeVille. DeMille. Cruella DeVille, right?
Uh-huh. How did this happen?
What? Oh, he got on you. That's how. Okay, bear with me, everybody. I have to adjust all the things here. So let me do John first. You guys can talk amongst yourselves
Talk amongst yourselves.
about what's going on, or
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Peas and carrots.
cantaloupe watermelon, cantaloupe watermelon. It's
So, Sam Adams, what did I? Cold Snap,
uh-huh.
beer. I don't know. Do you all drink beer, John?
I do.
Yeah. Skip this one.
Yeah, I usually like their beers in the past. I haven't had
Their seasonal
Sam
ones are
Adams in a while.
usually. Yeah, I haven't either, but I remember liking their seasonal beers. And the description of this one, it was a white ale with coriander, I think, and different spices. I was like, okay, I like white ales. That sounds like actually a White Hatter is an amazing beer.
Yeah.
No, this was like Budweiser with some apple pie spice in it or something. It was.
No thanks.
But last night had a vanilla Java porter from Atwater Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that one was divine. It was really, really good. All right, that's all I got.
Caffeinated beer.
Caffeinated. Oh, I love coffee beers.
Yeah.
Coffee beers. There's Sweet Baby. I don't know if you've had Sweet Baby Jesus. If you can get that one there, which is
I love the
a
bottle for
chocolate
that.
peanut butter porter. It's like it's like a dessert beer.
Mhm.
That's. Oh, and he's back now.
Hello.
Howdy. The worst beer I think I had was in France. It was a wine and a beer mixture of.
Oh yeah.
It was more than yuck.
Chris, turn it sideways.
Balls.
You
Oh,
get a
no.
weird version as you get to watch me drive too.
Okay, turn it the other way.
My screen doesn't want to rotate that way.
Okay, then we won't
You
worry
see
about
it
it.
that way.
Put it wherever. It's
Oh,
fine.
there it went.
There it is. It worked.
There it went.
I mean, you
Excellent.
still.
Interesting.
I don't have a little place that it can actually stop.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Put it anywhere. Anywhere is good.
Put it on your. Yeah. We can get a dash cam.
As soon as I get out of the garage, so.
Very good. Okay. Well, Kavlon comes pitter-pattering up behind you guys going, yep, we're good behind us.
He has the sound on.
He does. It's I hear myself across his thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. The fun of technology. We'll figure it out.
Oh, what's that show where they sing in the car?
Carpool karaoke?
Karaoke?
Yeah, we should just do that.
Are we gonna sing
No.
Fund It? Fund It?
Well, my radio doesn't even work, so it's not like I can turn on anything.
Yeah, no, you just sing and we'll laugh at you.
Wow.
You have a glorious spirit. You can probably turn on many things.
So very good. They didn't get too far into the sewer, Chris, but basically, sewer, slimy, dark, wet, not feces, because 30 years since somebody shit in here, at least as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
They headed south away from what seems to be fresh air and the river, and towards where sound seems to be buffered or muffled. And where in the marching order do you want to be? It's Jaith, Moggits, Lolly, and Big Guy.
Oh, well, I guess if I just ran up, I'll be in the back. It's fine.
Big Guy, you okay with little guy behind you?
That's fine.
Okay. Just going to add him on. Chris, who would you like to roll for you?
I do not care.
Andrea, roll me a d20.
17.
My initiative is +4.
Thank you.
21.
17. So I think Bagai had 21 also, right?
No, Moggits. Maybe.
Moggits had low.
Yeah, I was dead last.
Initiative, I had a 21.
So does he. So does Kavlon. So we're going to make a Kavlon go second. Make it nice and easy since he doesn't have his character sheet in front of us. Okay, guys. As I said, you're noticing webs. Silky, sticky, thick webs. And they're getting thicker and more prevalent as you go further along.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, I put my hand up on one. Is it actually sticky or is it like a cobweb?
It is...
What the fuck are you doing, asshole?
I'm DMing a game. What are you doing, dickwad?
That's your
No,
left.
some lady just ran a red light.
Oh, God, that'd be horrible. To see a car
Watch
accident
Sky on stream.
live on stream.
Don't get in an accident, Chris.
Anyhow, yeah, they're actually sticky. Now, they're not very sticky here.
Yeah.
These are older and tattered, but they're not a collection of dust like a cobweb. They are their web.
Okay.
So,
I'm not a big fan of spiders, but I'm heading down there.
okay.
Son of a bitch. Spiders. Why did it always have to be spiders?
It, see, I was hoping you'd get to miss this one, Chris. Wait till I get to the description part. I'm looking forward to that.
God damn it.
Better than chicken.
One flank bolt away from a big.
Damn it.
What's the matter?
No, it's not that I got animal charming. Or animal talking. I did not.
Animal talking. Moo. Okay. You guys are heading deeper and deeper into the webs. Now you come up to a crossroads, and you could turn left, right, or keep going forward.
I guess he's going forward.
Okay,
so,
turn around to Moggits. Which way?
Am I catching any ideas? Any indications of which way we should be going?
Okay, anybody want to give me a survival roll to see if you can track, see if there's any signs of her coming through here?
I have an 18.
20.
Let's survive.
I have a +3 to survival.
Rolling for Chris. Okay, what'd you get, Moggets?
20.
20? Bagai? Did
I'm
you-
in the back. I'm just following where everybody
Okay,
goes.
it looked like you rolled. Jaith, are you rolling at all?
No, because I turned around to Moggett and said, "Where are we going?"
Oh,
18
I,
too?
I did roll. I got an 11.
Okay. Kavlon starts looking around as well as the rest of you. What'd you say again there, Aaron?
20.
20. And an 18 there. So as everybody takes a moment to look around when you come to the crossroads, you do see broken webs to the right. It looks like part of them... Now, these tunnels are slightly smaller, only 6 feet across instead of 8 feet across. Bagai, you are hunched over in these tunnels. And you're going to have to be careful jabbing because it's confined space. They're in front of
Right.
you.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks like somebody definitely broke quite a few of the webs coming through here.
Right, it is.
You guys
Yep,
head.
lead them that way.
You guys head right. What do we got? 5 of you?
Something like that.
Let's see. Oh. Kavlon, there's a little tickling on your neck.
God damn it. I start swatting things behind me and turn around.
No, there's nothing behind you. There's just a tickling on your neck. And as you swat at it, you feel something squash against your neck. And pulling it away between the light from the trident, because Bagai has a trident that has a light spell sort of thing cast upon it. Maybe I should make this light weaker, because it is not a level 1 light spell. Or wait, light is now
No.
a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
But this shouldn't be as strong as a light spell.
No, it's not designed to be.
Yeah,
It's
so...
like a glow stick.
But we'll worry about this later. I'll research this later here.
Isn't it more like a glow stick
It
than a
probably
flashlight?
would be. I'm just going to make a note.
Yep, light's a cantrip, but this was just designed to be like a low level.
Yeah. It's a 10-watt bulb, not a 25. Anyhow, yeah, you pull your hand away, and there's actually 3 small spiders crushed under your hand.
Ugh.
And one of them twitches, flips over, and jumps off your hand, falling into the darkness below it. As you guys hear Kavlon making a little bit of a ruckus back there, and you hold the... Sorry.
CP?
And the guy turns around to look. The light shines on the webs around you that's matted to the walls. And you guys can see there's... Oh, there's at least a half dozen little teeny spiders. Wait, there's probably a dozen. Wait, there's probably 20 or more. Oh shit, there's hundreds of them. You know how when you look at something, you're like, oh, I see an ant. Oh, look, there's a line of them. Oh, they're everywhere.
Don't do that while he's driving.
But
Are
they
the
don't...
spiders heading in a specific direction when we look around, or they're just matted everywhere in a big, disgusting, wriggling mess?
Yeah, they're just everywhere in their web. You want me to pull up a picture from Google that can show an example?
Nope.
We've all seen that news report of that one place in, I think it was Australia, or Georgia, similar. Both were prison states. What? So anyhow, yeah, there are little teeny spiders the size of your thumbnail everywhere. dozens and dozens of them, and they're not moving. You know, there's one or two moving here or there, scurrying about. But they're not coming at you. They're not all moving in a fine line, pointing you in a direction or anything crazy like that. There's just a lot of fucking spiders. Moving forward.
Well, I'm pressing forward.
Okay, Jaith moves forward. Jaith, at this point in time, what is in your hand, sir?
A shield and a big hammer.
Okay. Yeah, describe your hammer for me, please.
Well, it's got Jonathan on one side and Justice on the other.
So it's the big brickhead-looking hammer as opposed to the spike on one end and the rounded
So
head.
like a Thor hammer instead of a Harley Quinn hammer.
Yeah, the original Thor hammer as opposed to the new one that he has.
It's more like a sledgehammer.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Just curious. And that is that like can be used one-handed or two-handed, or is that just a one-handed hammer?
You can use it two-handed, but I use it one-handed.
Just checking. Just for the look and whatnot. And then he has chainmail. And he is using his shield and his hammer to move webs out of the way. He's not swinging at them crazy. He's just, pushing them down the same way we brush. There are spiders spilling off the shield. Or he'll have a half dozen land on his arm and scurry away, and he just kind of brushes them away with the other arm. Trying not to worry about it. They don't seem aggressive. And then there is a scent of cinnamon.
Did you say cinnamon?
Cinnamon. There is a scent of cinnamon in the air. And it's
Lunchtime.
And it's very strong. Not like a Cinnabon place. Not like that.
That would be awesome.
But more like if you imagine you walk into a flowering garden and you smell the gardenia wafting over you. But make it cinnamon instead.
Is there any indication of what might be making that smell?
Give me a perception roll.
22.
20. Well done. It's anybody else rolling?
Should we?
Okay.
I don't remember my perception modifier off the top of my head.
Well, how about I roll it?
19.
19. 3 for Robert. Chris, I rolled for you. It's a natural 20.
Oh, good.
22.
Oh, very good, Andrea.
I want to say I have like a +3 to perception, but I'm not sure.
20 is good enough. I'll always treat you special with a 20. Stopping and looking around. This is where you can see another... You know what? You are not fitting in that dice box. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
That's right. Lay on the other cat. They like that shit. Okay, so you guys stopping and looking around, looking for what the hell is creating this smell. You can see there's another junction about 12 feet ahead of you. And the webs are moving as Bagai holds his trident up, tearing through the webs on the ceiling. And as he pauses, staying still so he can see and the light's not jiggling, the webs continue to move. Has nothing to do with his trident or you guys. You're all staying still. Something is coming.
Uh-oh.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
Well, they don't do that closer. Put your trident into it.
Can you burn it? There's fire.
And I light the and I light the webs.
You do what? Say that again,
Light
Aaron?
the webs.
He's gonna light it on fire.
Okay. With?
Abracadabra.
Okay.
How deep is the water here?
3-4 inches.
Not enough to dive into it, huh?
Definitely not. It's
You can try.
Now, Aaron, what are you lighting Are you doing like a ball of flame? Are you lighting a torch on fire? What are you doing?
Like little sparklers.
Okay. Now, have we all lit webs on fire in real life?
No, because that's
Yeah.
horrible.
They sort of just like crinkle up.
They melt. Yeah. They're not actually. When D&D says webs are flammable, they mean they go away when fire is applied to them. It doesn't mean it.
That's all I'm trying to do. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't combust like a Bruce Willis movie in a tunnel or some shit like that.
Like Flash.
Exactly, it's not like that. It just melts away from the flame, and that's exactly what happens here as you're applying, and little holes are appearing in it because you don't have a constant enough flame to do this. But you take out a foot or two of space as you're putting these little light flares, these flame flares into the air.
But spiders walk on webs, and now they're not walking directly toward us. They gotta jump to us.
Right. Or they can also walk on walls, just to be clear about that.
But that's what those guys are for.
To be walls? Okay.
Dealing with it.
Ahead of you.
The food that's ahead of him.
Ahead of you at that junction, you see a large black hairy appendage. A single 6-foot-long appendage come and curl around the side. And then a second one. And a third one.
Oh,
And a fourth one. And around the other side, there's another 6. And coming from beyond, you can see shapes moving. These things look to be... Well, you know Robert's mules out there that pulls his wagon? They're probably about that size from the guess. Those
Spider
are
goat.
legs.
Spider goat.
Spider goat.
Oh God.
Nope. Guy's gonna turn around and start walking in the other direction.
Kavlon is behind you. Kavlon, do you want to move out of the way?
Yes.
Or you want to go with him?
I mean.
Or you want to stop him?
Jump in his arms like a baby.
I'm just gonna stand there and go.
That's reasonable. Let's take this in order of initiative at this point in time. So, Bagai goes first, Kavlon goes second. We have their actions. Let's go to Lolly.
Okay.
Your light is receding. Of course, you can see in the dark.
Okay. So, am I close to one of the things?
When I'm spotted about 12 feet away.
Oh, motherfucker, I don't have a key.
That's right, you don't. He broke his key last night, guys.
Oh no.
Do you want me to give you a moment? You want to hold your action?
Well, I'm thinking 12 feet. How big is that? This big?
From us to the front door. A little less.
Throw a dagger.
You gonna throw a dagger at one of these things? Okay.
So, it doesn't say what I have to do.
I roll a d20. Hold on, I'm very interested to see what we're about to see. It's a peek into somebody else's house.
Oh, he muted it.
Ah!
Smart guy, and he's covering the camera. Damn you, Chris.
Alright.
There's a kitty. That's the look Kavlon and Big Guy has on their face. Okay.
So, I rolled a 15.
And you're going to add your proficiency bonus?
What's that?
Can I see your character sheet and I'll tell you?
Because it's not in that little bubble.
And you're going to add dexterity bonus. So dexterity, you're going to add +3. And proficiency is what? +2, guys?
+2 at this point.
There we go. So you're going to add +5 to whatever you rolled.
20!
There we go. And as I've told them before, just let me know if you ever roll a natural 20
Yeah, that
or
I
a
know.
natural 1. Very good. Okay, he even turned off the camera now. Damn you, Chris. We can see you anyway. So, Lolly throws a dagger, and it plunges into one of the creatures, which, just to be clear, Spiders don't make any fucking noise when you stab them, okay? They also don't make clicking or noises.
They're not cats.
Well, the movie...
Cockroaches, though.
Cockroaches fucking do. They also...
They do. They hiss.
and they
Horrible.
crunch when you hit them.
They also hiss.
Hold on, wait a second. Was that a message I need to worry about?
Oh, and this part, it's about the light.
It was the light cantrip.
Oh, nice.
Minutes ago.
Do you have that cantrip?
No. But you'd asked, so I freaking popped it up there for reference.
So what we'll make this one half strength.
Okay.
Still the same duration as any prejudicitation. Damn it, Andrea.
Precipitation. Prestidigitation.
Oh, tarantulas can hiss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever heard an angry tarantula? Those motherfuckers make some noise.
Only certain species of them, not all of them.
Most of the ones that I have ever encountered make terrible, terrible noises.
Working in a pet store with like rose hair tarantulas, never noticed it, but I am absolutely certain I'm not countering what you're saying, just saying different species. Yes, some no. Okay, so moving on. Before we discuss the fineries of tarantulas. Chris, how long before you're on your computer?
I'm booting up the computer now. It's logging into Discord.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a moment to get on before we roll on.
Do you need a break? It's like the top of the hour.
Oh, it is top of the hour. Yeah, anybody who this is a good time to take a refill break, bathroom break. Go ahead, guys. Let me check our comments on Twitch.
I've been keeping up with them.
Awesome, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. And I think we've lost anybody anyway. I think Dylan's gone to bed because he's in middle school. And oh, we have Gary. Gary, how are you, buddy? Glad to see you. It's been a few days. Hope you're doing okay. And it looks like Jonathan has wandered on. Not you, John. A different Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh, crap, no mic.
He can kind of hear you, though.
So what is it to hit? I know +5 to hit, but what is it for damage and stuff? What do I have to
A
do?
dagger will be a D4, and you get your stat bonus, which for your
Plus two.
dexterity.
So +3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
But you do not get your proficiency bonus to damage.
So D4 +3. I just want to have it here for next time.
Now, by the way, that is for throwing only. If you're stabbing it with your hand, you're going to use your strength. Wait, it has finesse. She can use either one. So you're okay. Don't worry about it. Keep it the same.
Okay. So for the umbrella for the club, what is it to hit?
That
Same
one
thing?
you will be using strength. It does not have finesse, but maybe a rapier could be in your future. That
So,
has
I don't have a strength bonus. So there's no bonus to hit?
You will have your proficiency bonus of +2.
Okay, so +2. Okay. Got it. Yay, he's back.
Okay, Chris, you got it all set up, buddy? It's okay. Take a moment.
I have like no dice.
Pull up a generator, then
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep using my roll generator. So I think I am good.
Very good. Oh, very nice. Okay.
There. You there. My character sheet is there. Okay, I'm good to go.
Woo!
Okay. John, real quick, or anybody else, does anybody know what vulnerability means? That means you get, like, extra damage, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Any idea how much extra damage off the top of your head?
I want to say it's double, but it might not
I think it
be.
is double, but I will look it up really quick for you.
You can look it up. We'll keep going. If you can't find it real quick, we're going with double. I'll look it up later. Okay, and then, okay, got it. That way I don't have to look at my phone. I took a picture of the cards that you gave me, John. It doesn't have everything.
Oh, well, check your screen sometimes. It'll have condition.
What's that?
The screen.
The DM screen sometimes will have those relevant things on it.
That's a good point.
Photo.
But what I'm saying is, it only has young
Okay.
dragons.
Right.
It doesn't have all the natural animals in the back and whatnot. So I took a
Right.
picture of the monster manual and I was scribbling down the relevant stuff. What'd you find, Robert?
Resistance is half damage. Vulnerability is double damage.
Thank you.
Oh, that sucks. I don't have that, do I?
No. Very good. Good to know. Okay. So, as we were going forward, we had Lolly threw a dagger, and what kind of damage did you do with that? So it'll be a D4 plus your...
Plus 3.
Mhm.
You know, I never got to that, so where's my 4? So 3 plus 3 is 6.
6, okay. Very good. Now, after Lolly, we have Jaith, who's in the lead. Dagger flies past you, stabbing into one of the spiders coming around the corner of the cistern.
Well, I will move up to the one that's got its legs around the and strike it.
Moving forward, easy move, not even half your movement rate. And John, to clarify, you're a war priest, correct? Not any other type or anything like that, right?
Well, I mean, I'm a war priest. I mean, that's my divine is
Okay, that's all I'm checking for the technicalities. So, you know,
Right.
if need be, I can go, hey, don't forget you have that thing.
Oh, I know I have my bonus action if I want an extra strike.
Right, but you only get it like up to your modifier.
4
so-
times.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
I get it 4 times.
Yeah.
And I've already used it once.
Okay.
So,
I'm pretty sure you're going to remember better than I do what you can do, but, you know.
well, I mark it down next to it, so I already used it once. That's 21 to hit.
Very good. Yes, you definitely cut into it. Did I really not write that down?
And that is 9 points of damage.
Ooh, now did you want to, you said a different one from what Andrea struck?
Whatever the one that's closest that's coming around the corner.
You need to go here. And put your tail down. And don't go there. And stop that.
But
Okay.
if that's the closest one, then yes, I will hit. It's already damaged.
Okay. Yes, you strike it. You said 9 points, right?
Correct.
Very good. Psst, come on. You need to get out of my way.
I'm
Moggets.
done.
Moggets. Aaron.
Closest one, that's also along with somebody else.
That's also what with somebody else?
That's also adjacent to somebody else.
Ah, okay.
That would be me.
You got it.
Gotta get that sneak attack.
Say again?
That is going a 21.
21, you said?
21.
Okay, yes, you definitely strike it, stabbing deep into one of its bulbous eyes.
It's all about the eyes.
Oh, nice. 9 points.
9 points. It, these are not the hissing kind, which I wish they were, because I want to make noises when you do this.
Just make noise anyway.
But it withdraws quickly, scurrying backwards and sideways, upside down onto the roof, flipping around once it's like 10 feet away, and getting the hell out of dodge as others move into its place.
I will attempt to hit it if I can.
It's Now, it's what is it where you don't get hit if you're moving? What does not provide a attack of opportunity? It's a like
They have to actually retreat. They have to actually use their
Staying
turn
within
retreat.
melee range, so within 5 feet of someone.
no. There is a way you can leave melee range without
Yes, you can retreat
right.
Disengage.
or disengage.
Right.
The action is disengage.
But they have to use that as that's the only thing they do.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
it is
on their
doing.
turn.
Well,
All right.
I wanted my dagger before it runs away with it.
You might have to go look for it. Here, tell you what. We'll give it a.
I have a thing. I can make it come back.
It's probably not stuck in. It's probably laying on the ground.
Oh, you're talking about the thing. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. There's only a 30% chance it stuck in, okay? It did not stick in. It hit and fell because they're mushy. Okay. But the other 3 get to rush forward as you guys rush forward. Well, 2 of you are up front. Aaron.
As part of my thing, I get a dash action.
Okay.
I will, as it's disengaging, I will stay with it.
Oh, now you know you're rushing into, like, a bunch of others.
Like the forest
Michael-
in Harry Potter.
Here, tell you what, let's do this.
He's drunk. It's okay.
Give me an insight roll.
That is an 8.
There he goes.
Very good. What do you want to do?
Do I think it's hurt and retreating?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a wild animal.
Yeah. Well, I'm chasing it down. Kill it.
Okay, so you're rushing into 3 others.
I didn't realize it was 3 others at that point.
Well, going around that corner and chasing it, yeah, there's others on the walls and ceiling and whatnot coming towards the corner. So as you rush around the corner chasing it down, there are 3 others between you and it. Now you could
I get 30 feet. I have a 30 feet. I make my corner or whatever the 5 feet is, and I go, nope, back. Scooby-Doo that shit.
Ruh-roh.
Perfect. Do you want to make a sandwich while you're running backwards? Of course you do. Guys, I'm going to interrupt with a real quick technical thing. Can we do 7 o'clock tomorrow or not tomorrow, next week, to do a better tech check? We need to fix some of these technical issues, one way or the other. It's, John, you were pretty clean. You could pop in just so I could set up screens. Robert, same with you. We could do you last. If you can't actually participate till past, we'll just get on at 7. You just turn your camera on so I have a placeholder for you.
I won't be at home at 7.
Okay, that's fine. Then don't worry about it. I will get on with everybody who can.
Okay, I will be home probably shortly, like 7:15, I think.
Okay. And Robert, I'm less worried about you because you're working up with this other sound stuff that you're working on. So you're looking to improve your get-up anyway. So
Yeah.
You don't like
Is my sound bad tonight?
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's mostly Aaron I'm saying this for, but if we're all together, then more knowledge helping.
Well,
Right.
my
It
sound
might be
bad.
my allergies, too.
No, your jerky, your sound is cutting off, cutting in, cutting off, cutting in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's difficult, and I don't want to have to not get everything that you offer to the game, because you offer a lot. It's okay.
Because I don't get it from your side, so...
Interesting. Is everybody else hearing Aaron also cutting out?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't hear most of what he says.
Okay, so we need to work on that, Aaron. We're going to figure it out, buddy. But not tonight. Fuck that. We're rolling with the game. So maybe, Aaron, I'll just get on with you at 7 and then bring everybody else in. This will allow me to set up the other overlays I created. Okay, back to the game. Aaron rushes forward. It's a... What movie was it? It was Star Wars with Han Solo, where he rushes forward, chasing that one stormtrooper, goes around the corner, and there's a bunch more, and he's like, coming back, running. There we go. He totally Han Solo'd that shit. Scooby-Dooed it. So after Moggets, we have Lolly.
I want to do my little whatever and get my dagger back.
Mage hand?
Yes.
Okay. Let me check real quick, unless anybody knows off the top of the head. Mage hand, is it a bonus action or is it a regular action?
It's a cantrip, so depending on
Yeah,
what.
it says cantrip.
Yeah,
Well,
but that
cantrips have different casting times, and
Correct.
Yeah, I think you can.
One action. Oh, it's a standard action.
correct,
depending on what
it's an
that is.
action.
Yep.
So, guys,
why I
help her
waited.
out and tell her what can she do as a bonus action.
Do I get bonus actions?
Everybody
Ooh.
gets one bonus action. What's that, John?
I didn't say anything, but
Okay.
there's, not knowing her character, some people just don't have bonus action.
Yeah, mages may not.
She's a bard.
I'm a bard.
She's
Oh,
a
she's a
bard,
bard.
so it'll depend on what college she chooses.
Nothing yet. Level 2. I started her at
Right.
the lowest common
Yeah,
level.
so she would have a move action and her regular action.
Standard action.
you could
the spells
move-
dictate,
And grab
Now, if
dictate
you
a
want-
bonus action.
Instead of using your mage hand, I know it's very cool and you want to use it, but you could just walk forward those couple of feet, grab it, and still get an attack action this round.
Right.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I was doing. I was giving her the options, guys.
So it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna saunter up like I'm on a catwalk, pick up the dagger, and throw it at it again.
Very good. A different one or the same one?
This I only have one.
No, not dagger. Spider.
I'm just gonna throw it and hit whatever's there.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh shit! Where's my 18?
Wow, you hit.
Okay.
Okay, so she sachets forward, scooping it in a swift motion, and just flings it very nonchalantly. She's like she's on the catwalk,
Yeah.
displaying her outfit and killing people.
Do that.
Damage?
5.
5?
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Did it stick in it this time?
let's see here. There's some dice. No.
Okay.
It falls out again. So you said how much? 5, you said? Thank you. Okay. Bagai, we're back to you as you turn and leave. You hear the combat ensuing. You hear the grunt. You hear the crush of a hammer against a soft carapace. You hear Lolly giggling and humming to herself as she dances forward. You hear Moggets casting his mighty magics.
So I just want a moment of clarification.
Go
When
ahead.
we looked down this tunnel, it seemed like a whole bunch of big spiders.
Yes.
Like more moving in the shadows
Yes.
and things. I'm gonna just yell out, "That's the wrong way," and push past Kavlon and
I think he
Yeah.
froze. Okay.
no, I was pausing
Okay.
because I really want to. I as a player, I want to rush in and help my
Of course.
my fellow, but
Well, Jake will turn around and say, "That's the coward's way that you're going," and turn back around.
and since talking is a free action, fine. I will turn around at that and hurl my javelin at the one that Jaith is fighting.
Your trident.
Trident,
Okay.
yes, trident.
He's gonna
Trident
javelin
can
throw
be
the
thrown.
trident.
No, I know. I said javelin, but
No,
trident
you're fine.
can be a thrown
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah, absolutely. No problem. Go ahead. But I do want to warn you, you think there might be a coward behind you because that's his way. And you know you're not a coward.
Right. It's not a 1.
Is it a 2?
I rolled a 3, but that would be a 10 actually.
Okay. A 10 scrapes off the side of the thing, ripping away some of the webs, and your trident gets entangled in them. You're going to
But
have to
it's
clean
still
that.
glowing.
Yeah, it is still lit up. Absolutely. So now you
know
have...
where it is.
Oh, did they run
Does
from
it
the light?
illuminate any more spiders?
You can see at least 5 spiders.
Okay.
And
And
they...
the dwarfs can see in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Well, not anymore.
Because
Now you
it's
see
not
the
dark.
light.
Yeah, they can see in the
Yeah.
light. Correct. It's and
All right, so that was.
Oh,
And I'm going to shout out at him. I'm just going to point at these, what I assume are hundreds of giant spiders coming down this hallway. And Billow, are you happy now?
what's your question?
since Kevlin's always drunk, does that mean he's seeing double? So he sees like hundreds?
Maybe. It's a yes, Aaron.
Just so you guys know, Lolly's bonus action is her bardic inspiration.
Oh, yes. Let's
that?
teach her about that real
I've
quick.
never played a bard before.
You want to
Okay.
do this all the time. Go ahead, Aaron.
Basically, at the beginning of your turn or after your turn, you can add 1d6 to somebody else's or your own action
Can-
of their choice.
Can she choose
D6 or
who?
D4?
Yes.
Okay. So you can pick another person and
1d6.
add a d6 to their next action. So not their damage.
Doesn't she have
Well,
to be...
it,
Yeah, not damage.
Don't have to do
it's
Attack
not
roll,
damage.
skill modifier.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be the
Yes.
next action. You can hold on to your inspiration, I think, up to a short rest.
Here, let's do this real quick. Pardon me, guys. We're gonna break.
So is
10
it
minutes.
each round?
Oh, 10 minutes. There, I
Well,
knew
that's
it
a
was
long
not
time
just
in
the next
D&D.
action.
Yeah,
Robert,
each
what were
game.
you gonna say?
that's
Doesn't she have to be singing or playing an instrument or cheering us on or something?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you have to
right.
perform a
you have
little
to
thing.
perform, but it's not. There's no check to do it.
I just
Right.
linked it in Discord, by the way.
There you go.
Thank you, Andrew. You might want to check that.
See, I'm not a singing bard. I'm an actress. So we kind of...
Right.
Okay.
You're an orator. And
Right. You give us words of encouragement, or you say your favorite
Okay. If I may,
aside from a play.
Andrea,
Okay.
the technicals are this: they have to be within 60 feet and can hear you. You can grant them as a bonus action one bardic inspiration die. They can use it at their discretion
Whatever.
within the next 10 minutes for one ability check, attack roll, saving throw. Okay?
So
And-
each turn I can do, I
Each
can,
round. Yes.
each round I can give
Up
it to...
until once you have hit your... You can do it a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, and then you're done until you rest. A long
my-
rest.
What modifier?
Charisma. You can do it 4 times, and then
Yeah,
you
I
have to
can.
do a rest, which they can hold on to it.
Until whenever.
And by the way, you guys can roll the dice and then choose to take it. You don't have to choose to take it before you roll the dice.
Right.
right.
Okay.
But you have. We can choose to use it after the roll, but not before you say that if it's successful.
Correct. So what
Right.
you can do is you have 4 people, you have 4 things. You can throw one to each of them. Or if you're like, Jaith kicks ass. Okay, well, you can inspire him. Once he uses it, you can inspire him again. But I don't believe you can inspire a person multiple times and have them holding on to multiple dice.
No, they have to use that.
No, they only get one.
Right.
One.
A creature can have
Until
only
they
one
use it.
bardic inspiration die at a time.
Gotcha.
Right. It says until it's rolled.
Okay,
right.
little
I got it.
little
Yeah,
cool
I wrote-
bonus
I
thing
wrote
you
it
can
down.
do. Now, in your case, since you
So I can do that every time?
once per round, up to 4 times, and then you have to rest.
Per round or per...
Per it's a
Oh.
bonus action. It's an extra action in the round.
So I can do it for 4 rounds.
Right.
Okay.
And
got
they
it.
don't have to be in a row or anything, and so that gives you a little extra.
So
oomph.
I can do it before or after I roll?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You
got
can
it.
do it any time in a round.
Cool. Yay!
Thank you to I guess whoever just brought that up. Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah. I love you, Aaron. Okay. Yeah, Aaron plays bards. He should know this shit, but it's been a
You
year or
should
so.
know it. You
Ah,
play
yeah,
bards.
Well, I haven't played 5e.
right. It's anyhow. Doesn't matter. Going on. We
Basically
did
the
Lolly.
same.
We did Bagai. Bagai missed. Created overhead light for everybody. Kavlon. Which, by the way, guys, if you are afraid of spiders, if your character is afraid of spiders, I should say, and you have it as a phobia, please mark it on your character sheet for me, and I will give you some sort of little extra something for role-playing that out.
My character does not. It's just me.
I know.
But you can make it.
And when he says extra something something, he actually means nightmares.
Right.
You will get
Yeah.
extra nightmares.
So let's see. There's the one next to Jaith, and then
No, it
two
left.
more coming around the corner.
You can see 5.
I can see 5.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
But
There's
since you're
Alright.
drunk, you
There's-
see double.
As you're looking at that hole in front of you, there's one that came around this side, one that came around this side, one on the ceiling, and 2 in the back tunnel there. You can only assume there's more down each of the other tunnels. And they are about the size of your average coffee table. So about 3 feet off the ground, 2.5, 3 feet off the ground. But their legs spread out an extra 6 feet in each direction. If they lay flat. If they stand up, then they're like 4 foot tall, but only 3 foot wide.
Sure.
And they're hairy.
Grand. I guess I will move towards the one that's came around the opposite corner of the one that Jaith is at.
Okay, very good. You want to move towards them, like pack your bags, build a small
I'll
house?
move up into melee
Okay,
and try and whack it with my staff.
very good. And can you fight one-handed with your staff? So you can
Yes.
drink with the other?
My staff is a versatile weapon, so most of my strikes are one-handed strikes, but I can do a two-handed if I want.
But then you have to put the flask down.
He'll hold it in his mouth like a bottle.
Okay, roll.
Ooh, 21.
Oh, it's a wonderful roll. He lashes out with his staff, and that long, thin black leg with that little red point at the end and the green.
That
Joints.
is 8 points of damage.
He smacks a leg, smashing it into the head. You can see the head jerk to the side. By the way, they don't have those huge bulbous asses on these. They're low and oval.
The whole spider.
Well, yeah.
I'm thinking the wrong legs.
And then
Ball.
as a bonus action, I'll unarmed strike, but I'll try and kick it in the face.
Very good. You don't want to touch it with your bare hands, huh?
Nope, no, I do not.
Especially with those
Although
big
that's just
mandibles.
more me and not Kavlon.
I understand.
Let's see, that is a 16 plus 6, so 22 to hit. And then unarmed attack is, that's a 4, so 8 points of damage.
Yeah, so 8 this time. And what was the last one?
6, I think.
Good enough. Good enough. I'm going to give a little extra because I didn't write it down fast enough, so I'm going to bonus you. 3 spiders are injured. 1 has scurried away. 2 are still in front of you. There are 3 others within reach. It is their turn. They're going to lash out here. One of them going at Jaith, lunging. Giraffe's head is so heavy it's tipping my dice box when he lays on it. You got a natural 19, so a total of 24. Does that hit your armor class, sir?
It does.
Oh, Jay.
Jaith, yeah. Where's my damage? There's his damage. Give me a con saving throw, DC 11, please.
Is it versus poison?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm at advantage for being
Excellent.
That's 19
You make it. That's fine.
and 19. I'll take the 19.
There you go. You take 7 points of damage from the bite as it gashes into your. It pops a few links on your chainmail, gashing into your forearm. On a save you get half damage, so you get another 8 as that poison courses through your veins. Now, who else was up front there? I believe we had a Moggets up there, if I'm not mistaken, and a Lolly. Oh, and a Kavlon.
Well, Marcus ran over there and ran back, so he would have
Kavlon
been.
moved forward. Okay. So we're going to go for... And Lolly through. We're going to go for Kavlon. That one in front of him lunges at him. Oh, well. Probably not. He would hit a armor class 9. Do you have a better than a 9? Oh, monkey one.
I do. My AC is 17.
Very good. With a small squeak, you dance to one side as it lunges forward. It was nowhere near you, but you still dance to one side. So. And, yeah, I know you went up there, but you threw things. You're not necessarily... Were you using your club last time?
My dagger.
Okay. Well, we have our frontline fighters. Now, let's move forward. Jaith.
The one that he struck, going to hit it with the hammer.
Which he?
The
Cavalon.
Cavalon,
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, Lolly was the other one.
Oh, 23.
Oh yes, you barely, but you make contact. Yeah,
10 points of damage.
because he has plate mail, magical plate mail, fucking spider.
Sweet.
Oh God! Stop giving me nightmares.
That's a bonus action to give you a nightmare.
That's your bone.
You lunge to your left towards Kavlon's foe, and you bring the hammer down on its little spidery skull, and it actually squirts a viscous ooze as its head splits open.
Ew.
And it collapses to the ground, its legs automatically shriveling up because that's what their nerves do.
I will spend one of my bonus actions to strike the one that bit me.
Ah, very good.
For 9 points.
Whipping your hand backwards, you crack it in one of the legs, snapping it off in mid-joint. Doesn't slow it down or anything, but...
But guy, you poetry reading bastard, get up here.
Are you using your
swearing chart?
I was about to ask if you're using your swearing chart there.
Is it poetry reading?
Yeah, he called him a poetry reading bastard. Did you see the
I
dwarven
did that.
swearing
I'm just
chart?
making sure I heard it correctly.
Yeah, you did. It's
He can't read, silly.
Lolly corrects you. Okay. Moggets.
How much does the trident weigh?
8 pounds,
How much-
Robert? 9 pounds?
I was not on that page. Hang on. Try
It
it.
says in D&D Beyond.
4 pounds.
Got a mini trident. What the fuck?
It's like a 4.
Guy.
And Aaron, by the way, in 5th edition, Mage Hand can lift 10 pounds.
Good to go?
I thought. Oh,
So you're gonna
Mage hand?
recover that and
I'm
pass
recovering that
it back to
as,
him?
yep, as my standard action.
Okay, tell me the magic word, please.
Poke it, poke it.
Very good. And do you have anything you want to do as your bonus action?
I am throwing a dagger as my secondary action.
So that's a rogue thing that can do a second
Just
action?
a standard, throwing it as just regular action. No sneaky throwing a dagger.
Is that cool? Is that how the rules work, guys? Is it 2 actions? He can cast a spell and do an attack?
I could normally do a regular attack and then throw a second dagger.
That's a bonus action, though. That's because with the dagger stuff, it allows you to throw a second one because it's a light weapon.
Pew pew.
Oh, okay.
I need to get a second one then.
Yeah, or a bunch.
In that case, I'll just disengage. I'll go into hide mode then.
Very good. Very good. It's okay. So after Moggets, by the way, the guy, the mighty and powerful mage has returned your trident to you magically. You see the glowing. What color is the hand, Aaron?
Bright blue.
Oh, you see the bright blue hand bringing your trident back to you.
I duck.
It just hovers next to you and then drops it.
Right in the face. Take it.
You know you want to
like
touch
a
it.
bad porn.
Lolly.
You're welcome.
Prestidigitation.
Restitution.
Prostitution.
Yes. I can do a magical effect. Can I make something that will scare them?
You could try. You can make a noise. You can make a.
Like a
Bright
really,
light
Yeah, I was gonna
flash?
say like a bright strobe light.
Well, you could do like a flash paper type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You may want to warn everyone.
Cover your eyes, gentlemen.
Yeah, if you yell cover your guys, they're going to reach down instead of up. It's a very
Not
Spaceballs move. Anyhow.
Cover your eyes, it's about to get bright.
You know what? That's creative. Let me give them a. You okay, Harry?
He's gonna, oh.
You flash the light super bright. By the way, is there anybody not covering their eyes or that already used their bonus?
Well, I would imagine she's behind me.
Yes.
So it wouldn't matter.
Well,
turn around.
she doesn't have to
Why
do
don't
it.
you cast it in front of her? and
Right.
target it?
I assume
us.
she's popping
Yeah, I
it.
guess it depends on where, like, if she's going from her, or is she, like, way out there in the middle?
Where do you wanna do it?
Well, I have 10. It's 10 feet is the range.
Okay, so you could definitely put it in the middle of all the spiders.
Yeah, can I kind of like go up closer so I can put it in that room?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
It's gonna be okay. Who's covering their eyes or closing their eyes or protecting their eyes in
Zazzle
some
is.
way? Very good.
Put a
Okay.
shield.
So I should just make Chris
All
take
the
the.
spiders are gonna do this.
'Cause they under. And then
They
when
get
they
down on their stomach and all 8 legs cover all of their various eyes.
That's a great nightmare there.
except for that one extra one that's just like.
Right. It's just blinking like, oh god!
That's
do I have to
It'd be
roll
the best
something?
time to step on them and tie them to your feet so you, like, around with spider legs.
Spider shoes.
Spider shoes, each foot.
Do I have to roll something?
that would be awesome.
Or does it happen?
It just happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I
And I
know.
gave him a saving throw. And it's more of a morale than anything else. But yeah, they do withdraw. I'm going to give you guys a advantage on this attack roll. Or you know what? I'm going to give they're going to get a disadvantage on their
I
attack
get a
roll.
thing, right? I get a dice.
A dice of what?
A bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Who would you like to inspire?
Who's next?
After you would be Bug Guy.
All right. There you go. You get a d6.
Morgan, you
What do
already.
you do to inspire him?
I shown my brightness.
Basically,
It's just to act.
yeah, with your acting and whatnot as a bard, you have to do something to make him feel awesome.
You can do it. You can do it all night long.
Which normally this would be, singing brave tales, but you could do a limerick. You could do.
I didn't write any. I need to write some. Insert witty limerick here.
Well,
Wait, let me get the limerick book down off the shelf. Let's see. I got some that are marked. Oh,
We're gonna let
one's
this
about
happen.
Virginity. Let's see.
Take a picture and send it in Discord, and I'll say it.
There once was a fellow named Dave. He had a fondness for girls who don't shave. His wet dreams of Nookie start a well-endowed Wookiee, and now he's Chewbacca's slave.
Yeah, he is.
I love you, Zazzle. I notice you don't shave.
Squirrel does. Oh my god. Yes, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is covering her eyes.
She. Okay, so
I wasn't allowed. I couldn't do that limerick on with Dave Olsher
why?
on my podcast last night, so
Why?
I did it on yours instead.
Absolutely, you're always welcome to do
So
this.
did you write your limerick book yet?
Did I write my limerick book? No, I got too many other things to write.
See,
That was
Did
me.
he write his limerick book?
You wrote that?
No,
Travis was writing a limerick book.
I canceled it, but I might still do it. I have a bunch of them. I
Well,
just
I mean, this stuff you were talking about on the show or whatever at the convention. That was funny.
okay. Chris, do we have one? Can we? Should you just read it?
I sent one in Discord.
Oh, did you? I didn't get it. All right, a notification. Sorry. Hold on. Here we go. Oh shit.
You want my reading glasses?
I can do this.
Go ahead, read it.
A lady of virginal humors would only be screwed through her bloomers. But one fatal day, the bloomers gave way, which fixed her for future consumers. There you go.
There you go. Many words you don't understand, but man, it rhymes.
It was poetry.
That's right. You poetry reading bastard.
Listen.
Just to be clear, Robert gave up on the calligraphy thing and went with cooking instead, so maybe talking about fried chicken would be better in the future.
I don't know if there are any food-related limericks in this book. Hold on, let's go to the...
No, we're good. Let's move on.
I'll have that for next game, guys.
Robert, you can add a D6
All right.
before or after you roll. It is
A D.
your turn. A D.
Okay.
Yeah, basically do your
D6.
roll, and then you can roll a D6 and add it to your roll.
Okay. So, I am raging.
Oh.
I am pulling out my 2 hand axes.
Yeah, you are.
Rushing forward with a reckless attack. Which means I get advantage. But attacks against me have advantage back. So that would actually just negate their disadvantage. So it'd be a straight roll from them back. If they attack me. So yeah, I'm gonna bellow, stupid dwarves, run away, and charge forward, whacking at spiders. So, first attack. All right, so that is a 14 plus 7 is 21.
You slice into it. Give me the second roll before you roll damage. Oh wait, are you going against 1 or 2? You want to do damage first so you can decide that?
Right, yes. Please.
Now, are you attacking an injured one? They're the ones in the front anyway.
Yeah, whatever is up there.
Go ahead.
So this is a 1d6 plus 5. That's 10 points of damage.
Very nice. It does not drop dead, but it's not happy. There's no smile on that spider.
All right. Well, then my second axe would go into that same one. Do not get advantage on this. I am going to use that bardic inspiration.
Go ahead. You rolled that poorly, huh?
So that is an... Don't add your ability modifier to the damage. So that is a 15 total.
You do slice into it, I believe, with your minimum damage. So he rushes forward, shoving Kavlon and Jaith to one side, leaping past you, splashing in the huge puddle in front of him. You hear him giggle. The axe lashes out to his left, catching the midsection of one of the spiders. The second axe lashing off. Actually, it lobs off the abdomen.
Oh, shit.
What's the matter, Robert?
I forgot I was raging.
Right, so what's that mean?
So it's still dead.
Is it more dead?
Well, I think that would have done plus 2 damage to the first one. Would have been a 12.
Okay.
So if that killed the first one, I would have attacked a second. If
It would
doesn't
not
kill the
have.
first
It
one-
would not have.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But yes, he leaps forward, slashing and hacking at this thing as it goes down underneath them. And, Kavlon?
Duh. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep beating the shit out of some spiders.
Please feel free to roll.
You didn't hear the guy telling you to run.
Nope. 18 plus 6 is 24.
Very good math. And you also hit.
That is 9 points of damage with my staff. And then come in for a right hook as my bonus action. Ooh! Oh. That was almost a 20, but it is an 8.
How the hell is that almost a 20?
On the dice are close to each other.
Nice.
Awesome.
Not in the math. Not
Yeah.
in math, but on
See,
the dice.
Not in math.
20.
It landed on a 2. I take it 8 does not hit.
That is correct. That is correct.
It
But
gently caresses it.
you just miss. Now it is their turn. As they attack Kavlon and Bagai, who's up front. We're going to start with Bagai. He rolls a 7 and... Oh, hold on, I can't see it. And a 15. So we're going with the 7 plus 5.
Oh no, he doesn't have disadvantage on me, but he
Oh,
doesn't have
thank you.
advantage either.
Well, we're going
so-
with the first roll then. 7. So
Yeah,
that's a
7.
12. What's your AC?
16.
Yeah. He lashes out, mandibles locking onto... What kind of armor do you have?
I don't.
How do you... Is that just a barbarian thing to have...
That's a barbarian unarmored defense. If I'm not wearing armor, I get a better AC.
Very good. You dodge easily to one side and spit at it. Now that...
See?
Yeah.
Armor class.
Okay, got it.
Kavlon. It lunges at you with a 14 and a 16, so we're going with the 14, so a total of 19. What are you doing?
She's helping.
Come on over here. Get in. Get here.
Stop pointing down. Get in. Get in.
Okay. So it strikes at you with a 19, hitting you, I'm
That
guessing.
hits.
What? And it gets to roll some damage against you. Not that one. There we go, that one. Give me a saving throw. DC 11.
Well, that is a natural 19, and I have advantage, but I'm gonna stick with the 19.
Okay, you're going to get half damage. So it did 6 on the bite, but the poison, let's roll it where I can see it, is a 3. So 9 points of damage total.
Great.
I would like everybody to give me a perception roll with a difficulty class of 20, please.
What does that mean?
Just roll a perception. You want to get at least a 20 with
Oh.
your bonuses.
Okay.
Perception. Nope, that's a 16.
Robert has a 5.
Yep.
Moggets?
19.
Very good. Very close. Very close.
23.
And Jaith?
I got a 16.
16. So one of you gets it. I guess I could pass a note here, or I could shout it out loud. And can we all role play like you don't know shit?
Okay, I'm not listening.
It's you that knows
Sure.
it.
Oh,
Okay. Look at everybody so cleverly not agree quickly. Okay.
I don't think it's role playing to assume that we don't know shit. I just think it's
Yeah. Common knowledge.
Yeah, okay, I'll
but
write
they
it
don't know
down.
shit.
Oh, wait. The common knowledge that you don't know shit.
right. Yeah.
Just tell me.
These creatures are not acting
You could totally say it out loud.
normal.
You could type it in Discord.
Well, no,
You
she's
can
right here. I
whisper
could
it to
just
her while we
tell
keep,
her.
I know you. We'll just keep talking so we don't hear it.
They're not acting
Right.
normally. You would
Yeah.
think something is controlling them or directing them.
Oh.
Noisy, 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 noisy.
So I can do this now, right?
Yeah, whenever you want. It's one of those things. This kind of information is great to share, but you don't have to, because fuck everyone.
These creatures do not seem to be doing this on their own. They have a puppet master. I'm very dramatic.
Everybody, give me a survival roll. We're again going with a very high difficulty.
17.
13.
Hmm.
21.
Hmm.
I too have 13.
Hmm.
No.
Just no.
Okay.
No.
I mean, you
Jake?
can still roll survival even if you're not proficient.
No. I rolled a survival, okay? But you are the guys that have the wisdom. I do not. You are familiar with the dump that concept, right?
Yep.
Which is something I had never heard till this round of making
Which
up
is what?
characters. Dump
Really?
stat.
Yeah.
Well,
I got it.
basically, I mean, I immediately knew what they meant, but I had never heard the phrase. Okay, Jaith, you've had almost a century worth of life and experience. You have heard of things that keep spiders. And by the way, in your research, in your own time, because you did a lot of research, at least a day or two of it, you
Before heading here.
have, you've also heard of this creature. It's one of the three you looked up. There are certain creatures that keep spiders the way shepherds keep sheep.
The way we keep cats.
Well, no, these guys have more control over them than we do. It is something called an ettercap, which, by the way, if I may express my own opinion, is some of the worst art in the whole monster manual for the ettercap. They just look like a fat guy on a couch that needs some potato chips, as opposed to anything threatening or terrifying. It's,
Oh, is that the one that looks almost kind of like you? Oh, I mean,
you know what? What was it I was giving bonus XP to your ass for earlier?
Oh, is that what it is?
Bone.
Yeah, that's
You
what it is. It's I'm gonna show this to John, but nobody else. Now you
Don't look.
you don't see one, but that's
I'm familiar.
yeah. Perhaps John, you have seen them when working the shift on the in Terra Loen, the dwarven capital in the rolling mountains, the southern rolling mountains. Perhaps you have encountered some of these at some point in time. But when she shouts out, "These fuckers aren't acting on their own. Somebody's a puppet master."
I didn't say fucker.
This pops into your mind. Well, it was in Rocairn. It translates differently.
I have a translator.
Sam Jackson translator.
Yes, the Sam Jackson translator droid.
See, Robert remembers the Sam Jackson translator. From Ugnaught to Galactic Common. Okay. So,
Who's it up?
we are, we just went through the full round. We did the spiders, they attacked. Now we're going back to Jaith.
Kill the minions. Look for the one that walks on two legs. It's called an Ettencap. Kill it.
He
And I'll
shouts.
smash the spider that he wounded with the hand axe.
So let me ask you, are you...
Well, I thought I killed a spider with the hand axe.
You killed one and then you stabbed the other.
Oh.
That is correct.
Oh. Oh no! Wait, he double
I
struck
killed one.
that
I
one.
had to drop
I'll
the
attack
second
the one that's on Quebal.
Very good. Go ahead and give me that roll.
17 hit,
Yes, it does.
10 points of damage.
It's enough to make it disengage and retreat.
Well- I will take my bonus action
Very good. Go ahead.
to hit it again. That's a nat 20.
Oh, it crumples to the ground, falling over onto his back, legs curling up, twitching, small hairs quivering, Chris.
Now,
Stop it!
the direction they were coming from, how many are between me and that direction?
They were coming from all three directions. Give me a insight roll, please.
Okay.
Target 15.
All right, 16.
Oh, very good. There seems to be more coming from directly ahead of you, which would be west, your dwarven underground senses tell you.
All right. Press ahead. Well, that's what. Is there one in front of me to the west?
There are three ahead of you to the
Okay.
west. There are more to the side tunnels, but there are some in the side tunnels. There are more directly west. Okay, but
This way. All right.
now, do you want to use your movement to rush forward into the mass of them?
Yeah, tell everybody this way. That's the way I go.
Okay. Muggets, you're next. Jace attacks, zooms forward, yelling this way. There are still more coming out of the side tunnels. You will be surrounded if you go forward.
Magic missile, whatever's adjacent to him at the moment.
Very good. Go ahead.
Nope. He might get one of the kidney.
Are you throwing 1 or 2? Did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Give me a dex save. You know what? Hold on a
19.
second. Hold on. We said we're not going with house rules, only book rules. There are no critical miss book rules.
No, you can't really hit party members.
Yeah, you can.
With area effect spells, yes.
Well, no, not including... In the rules, you can't.
Right.
If you have any kind of realistic fucking system, you absolutely can. But we're not
Of course,
using a realistic system. We're using the rules. So we agreed to that. If I introduce a house rule, we'll discuss it before I do. So you miss. We're not even going with the dex save to see if you lose your next action or whatever. It's just a miss. There's no critical miss. So, can we say at least with a critical miss you lose the rest of your actions to the round? Can we agree on that as a house rule?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
That's
no
fine.
more bonus actions or anything that round. You just fucked up, you're done. At least that's some penalty for it. Lolly?
Oh, it's my turn, and he's running into it, and he ran into it.
Well, he didn't run into Moggus did not run into it. He just threw a dagger straight down that tunnel, but it actually hit that wall over there.
I don't want to run in there, but I'll do another light shot.
Another light pop there.
Yeah.
Shadow warning.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover your eyes, guys.
The spiders rolled a 1. I like giving penalties on 1s because, yeah. So we're going to say they lose their action this round.
Cool.
You want to do your bonus thing?
Okay.
Who do you want to inspire?
Who's next?
After you, big guy.
Yeah, I'm just going with the next one because. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry.
Big guy. Have you used your inspiration yet?
I did. I used it last
Oh,
turn.
you got another one.
All right.
Has she? Hold on.
There was a young man of Savannah, met his end in a curious manner. He diddled a hole in a telegraph pole and electrified his banana. Now you're inspired. See, it's about
At
food.
least it's not chicken.
Good.
Okay. Big guy, you're up, sir.
Okay. I'm going the direction Jade said to go,
Very good.
whichever direction that was. Just rushing forward, hacking and slashing, reckless attack, raging on spiders.
Very good. You're rushing past Moggets, you're rushing past Lolly, you're pushing past Cavalon, and you're hot on the heels of Jaith.
Yes.
Cavalon.
So that was a 19 to hit.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Good job.
That hits, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. The D6. That is an 11 points of damage on that one.
Okay, you get a second attack when raging?
Well, no, it's because I'm using the, sorry, the hand axe.
Okay.
And then I've got them in both hands. So it's a light weapon. I slash with one. That one does not have advantage, but I don't need it. That is a 20.
A natural?
Nope, not natural.
Very good.
And damage on this is just 1d6 plus 2. Oh, that was a 6, so 8 points of damage. So, forgot what the damage was on the first one. But 11, so 17 points of damage total.
Very good. Okay.
No, 19 points of damage total.
Yep. That's what I had. Okay, so you rush forward, screaming your war cry. What?
What's your war cry?
I work her. She just said something about bananas. So I shout out, at least it's not chicken.
Okay.
And I hack and slash it at the spider.
Very good. So his war cry is apparently, at least it's not chicken. Because he much prefers fruit. Kevlon.
Lovely. I too will follow down that way. And the spider big guy just attacked is not dead, right?
That is correct. It is very injured, scurrying out of the way, half blinded.
Great.
3 legs
I will,
missing.
I'll attack it with my staff.
For a second, I heard us attack it with my mustache.
He's dead then.
Ooh, that is a 9.
That doesn't hit.
Then I will follow it up with a big old punch. I miss with the staff, but I will
Fruit punch.
try and punch.
Banana.
Ooh, that is a natural 20.
Oh.
Yay.
So that you roll double damage.
Double
Actually,
damage, yeah.
Double dice.
Double dice, I'm sorry, double dice.
Yeah, you double the
Correct.
dice.
Add damage.
So that is a 4 plus 4, so 8 damage.
No strength bonus to damage?
That is with my modifiers.
You rolled
So
4.
I rolled a 2.
Uh-huh.
So you double that, that's
No,
4.
no.
And then I get
You
+4.
roll 2 dice. You double the
Double
dice.
Yeah, whatever you, like, I roll my dice normal and then double that number.
No. You
Roll
roll
two.
2 dice
Twice.
instead of...
Roll double dice. It is.
I'm not sure that is correct, but...
It is. I looked it up.
You have to roll twice as many dice.
Correct.
Yep.
Alright.
Because after that first game, I looked up a lot of rules to check on shit, and that was one of the ones I looked up just to make sure crits
Yeah.
were doing right.
I'm on that page. For example, if you can score a critical
Good
hit
enough.
with a dagger,
Good enough.
roll 2d4.
Go ahead, Chris. Roll
instead
second
of
dice.
1d4.
Great. That one's a 1.
Oh,
So...
I was hoping it'd be better and you'd be happy.
Oh.
So almost the same as
7.
Kind of. Okay, 7 you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, you take it out with that mighty, mighty punch of yours.
Yeah.
It's bananas, but it's not chicken, at least.
BANANAS.
That's... Okay, stopping here. It's 11 o'clock. You guys are pushing through. The spiders are retreating. You've overpowered them with this mad rush of rage. By the way, Robert, please write a sticky note or something on your character sheet that you are raging right now so you don't forget and that you've done it for 2 rounds. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it goes...
there's a tracker in D&D Beyond, so
Okay.
I just...
Okay.
Cool.
Everybody else, please note your spells spent, your hit points, etc., because I know a couple of you have taken damage. I think this is the first time more than one of you have taken damage in the same combat. So we're going to stop it
I'm
here.
not looking so good after that last spider hit.
It's you know, I am never out to kill my players, but I'm happy players. John, you've got this incredible armor class. I'm actually happy you got injured because
My armor class is the same as the dwarf.
Same as-
Cavalon.
same as what?
Cavalons.
Is it really?
Mine is 17. I only went to 19 because I cast Shield of Faith.
Is that what it was?
But anyways,
But anyhow, the point is I haven't seen you injured yet, so it's nice to see it get spread around. That's my point. Nothing against you.
I am well injured.
Hmm?
I said, thank you, I'm well injured now.
There we go. So anyhow,
Tenderized.
let's do this real quick, guys.
Oh lord.
Oh, hold on. Let me get the reading glasses. This is for our viewers also. Okay, it looks like Robert, gain a level. John, gain a level. Hold on a second. Wait. Chris, gain a level. Aaron, gain a level. Andrea, you do not.
Oh.
It's So anyhow, there you go. Looks like everybody leveled except for Andrea this time.
Now level 4.
Level 3.
Level 3. Why do I only have one? Oh, god damn it, I gotta buy more options.
What?
In D&D Beyond, even though I have a bunch of things, it's only letting me choose one,
You mean like the
Messiah
stuff from
edition.
Player's Handbook, which is the book that I have? That'd be good. Unless if you buy it, then in D&D Beyond, you should be able to share it with the group.
Yeah.
And then I will have access
I
to
just
it.
need to figure out specifically which one the Drunken Master is under.
There you go. Give me just a second. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you for supporting the stream and popping in. Don't forget to feel free to comment during the game. And we will catch you again same time next week, 8 p.m. Eastern. And John, thank you so much for creating that trailer for our game tonight.
Yay! I will make one next week.
Excellent. We're out of here, guys.